and gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome to another Hangout with Astropreneur on Wednesday. My name is Liam, for those of you who do not know me. Tonight we're live on Twitch and on YouTube. Thank you to D-With3D who actually sponsored my StreamYard for this month. And so because of that, I'm actually multi-streaming tonight. And I have some guys already in the background who's going to come in and join us. But before we get started, if you're on YouTube and you haven't come over to join me on Twitch yet, please do so. It's twitch.tv/Astropreneur. Come join and follow me on Twitch. I do when I'm on YouTube here, I'll do a Hangout on a Wednesday. But I go into Twitch 3 or 4 or 5 times a week. It varies a lot, and I could be on there for hours. So if you're interested, come over, hang out there. I'm doing a lot of live stuff over there. You are most welcome to come over and follow. You can create a channel, an account on Twitch. Doesn't cost a thing to follow, and you can do so, and you get notified when I go live, and you get all the information about what's going on, and you get to see some of my other projects. You see, I have a mess in front of me because I'm doing stuff live. I'm doing some mods and some upgrades and some changes, and you come in and join the conversation and hang out with me while I'm doing these builds. So let me see who's in the background. We'll hang them in. Let's see. Add to stream. Hey, Jerry.
Hey, what's going on, everybody on YouTube and Twitch? Hey, happy Wednesday.
You are way more remote than I am.
Thank you for having me. Welcome, everybody in chat.
Let's see who else is in there. Okay, so we're going to go from Jerry all the way up here. Wait, no, that was wrong. I clicked on the wrong thing. To
Hey, Matt.
Hey.
You're not on your headset microphone, Matt.
Hey.
All we hear your printers. All we hear is printers.
Oh, no.
Yeah, switch around your microphone, whatever you're using. Just change it around.
Yeah.
So how's everyone else doing, first of all? How are you all hanging out? How's life?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Good. Let's see who actually came in to join us. So we have Sergio. Hey, Sergio, how are you? First in tonight. Cool. Stephen Poole, number 2. Excellent. Let's see who else is in. Mylan, long time, man. Where have you been hiding? You need to come over and follow us on Twitch. Come on and find me on twitch.tv. We do a lot there, regularly throughout the week, so you should find me over there. How are you doing, Mylan?
He's on Twitch. He has another name, though. I forget the other name.
Yeah, but I haven't seen him in there. Hey, Chris, how's life? The Apprentice, how are you? Cool.
Hello.
Guys.
Hey,
So, ignore the mess in front of me. You know I'm working on that belt printer conversion, and it's a mess because it's a working desk, right? So, and it will stay a mess until this printer is done. And when it is done, everything is swept off the desk into a box, and then we'll start afresh for whatever our next project is going to be.
Chris Mink, hello.
Mr. Mink, how's life?
Mr. Winner, 2 helmet chicken dinner.
2 helmets?
Yes, he's won 2 helmets from Loyal.
Wow.
It's not done. What's not? No, I'm doing it live, Stephen, so it's not finished. But yeah, if it was just me doing that printer on my own, it'd be printing right now, right? It'd be done. But I'm trying to do it on a live each week so everyone can see what's going on. Oh, here comes trouble.
Hey,
How we doing?
How's life? How's life treating you?
This is it.
Cool.
Here, let me bring it up full screen. This is the one he designed on stream with us.
This is our 3D printed part that we all modeled in Fusion 360. I printed it out of nylon.
It's out of your field of view. So yeah, hold it in front of your face.
Now
we're looking at the ceiling. I was saying hold the center in front of you so we can see it. Because you're holding it over.
I can't really hear you guys that well. Let me put on some headphones.
Okay.
I could yell, but I'll blow up people's ears, so I won't do that.
Yeah, let's not do that. So this is the part we were on with with we were all on a live stream, and we helped him. We started out with him, and then what's his name? What's his name that came in and joined us?
Llama? I don't know.
No, it wasn't. Was it Jersey Hack or something? I can't remember his name now.
We get so many people.
Yeah, another user came in and joined.
I'm not sure.
All right.
Here's the link, guys. I'm going to come in and join. So, yeah, hold it more central over your foot of your face because it's that. Oh, there you go.
Have you designed or printed a dust boot for it yet?
Not yet.
No, but he left a rib around the edge to attach a dust boot.
Yeah, so it's got the room for it.
That's it. Thank you, Chris.
Let's see how it fits, though. I haven't tried putting the router in it.
Well, that's the only way to find out for sure.
Because if it works out for you, I know somebody that would like to print one.
Oh, really? Yeah.
You mean like Jerry?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's let's see if it all works out. All right, so far it mounts up to the rails real good.
Good.
All right.
But with your bit in the router, it would have to hang low enough that you could put a dust boot on it. So that's the key, is how much lower it will hang down.
Oh yeah, it fits in the nice snug fit.
If you want to drop it all as far as down as it'll go, okay, you did.
Yeah, you want. Yeah, well, no. See, Jerry, he's not putting his dust boot on a router. He's designed a lip around the bottom of the holder.
I know that. But the Makita router should drop all the way down in there.
Can you put it any lower?
Unfortunately not.
Why? Is there a little lip on the Makita holding it or something?
Yeah, so it kind of butts up like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could design it a little bit differently, but, I mean, honestly, I feel like it would also give you more Z travel with it keeping the router up higher.
It would.
It might work. You have to look at the bottom. If you put a dust boot on it, is the bit still going to be low enough?
Yeah.
It looks like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the bit's still definitely low enough. It keeps the collet and everything low enough.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that might work out fine.
We just have to mount it.
Yeah, it'll still work out really great. And it snugs up real good. Once I put some like nuts and stuff in there, it'll probably snug up even better, but
cool. What if it's snug?
Yeah, we'll see how it does.
Okay, I have a
it's definitely going to be a lot more rigid than the one that's currently on it. So
I have a question to ask Sergio. Hey, Sergio.
Hey.
Hello.
I have a question to ask.
What the hell? What'd you do?
Did the weed whacker win?
Wow.
You shaved your head.
Hey, Jerry, I pulled a U.
Wow. That's amazing. Oh, actually, no, I see what he did. I can see a green screen around him.
He's using an app. I see a virtual background now, yeah. In a small window, you couldn't see the virtual
that's good. He's playing with the face app program or something.
Yeah, that's
funny. He has a brown mustache and he's bald. Okay, I see that. Oh, there you go.
Actually, they're good.
You fooled me for a minute. There you go. Cool. Yeah, I got carried away with that last week, didn't I? It was a lot of fun, though. It looked real.
Let me shut this off. Hold on. Wait a minute. I got to remember how to do that.
Turning it on is easy. Shutting it down is a hard
when I shut mine off, my screen went black, and then the next time I wanted to use it, I couldn't figure out how to load it.
No, I can. Hold on. The hell did I do?
At least you know what you look like bald.
Yeah.
You look like a Jerry.
Yeah, I got to remember how to turn this damn thing off. Oh, there we go. Here. And
hey, everybody! If any of you who are new to the channel, who are on the channel from YouTube, just remember I do a lot more streaming over on Twitch, like Hangouts, casual stuff like this. So if you want to follow me on twitch.tv/Astropreneur and go follow me over there. Following on Twitch is free, and that way then we can actually interact a lot more rather than just doing Wednesday Hangouts. I'll be on Twitch maybe 3, 4, 5 times a week. So you're welcome to come over and join me and follow me on Twitch because I do a lot more hangouts and stuff over there, casual show and tells and so on.
Yes, Jersey Labs. We all love the news out for Liam. We're not
My,
looking at the calendar and the Lego rocket behind him and a blank wall.
Well,
My college talked me into making TikTok videos.
Cool. So they're asking what the name of that program is, Sergio.
Oh, it's Snap Camera.
Snap Camera.
Yeah. Easy to install on OBS. Takes you about very easy, and it works well.
Can you come in and join the conversation, Kieran? There's a link.
I watched a couple different videos on it, and then one of them actually explained how to install it properly, and I got right through it. Hey, John, if you flip your camera sideways, it'll go full screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. So other than getting that, what's everybody working on? I've been working on that belt printer. I've been working on.
I've been working on parts for the belt printer.
Yeah,
Been working on this 3D printer for my boss. I got the extruder swapped out. Got a bunch of help from Liam. That was awesome. He helped me out good. I actually ended up having to swap some pins out because when I replaced the stock Anycubic extruder arm for this aluminum one, it had the direction off, so I had to swap the direction manually on the pin.
Yeah, we swapped the cables.
Yeah, that was cool.
So it reversed the motor.
I got a new nozzle on it. Next, I just need to work on getting it leveled. I'm trying to do it manually without the probe. I believe the bed is also warped, so hopefully I can still get it good enough to be able to print.
Okay, Kieran.
And you can't I tried to take off the bed and flip the bed over, but it turns out the glass bed is actually glued to the aluminum. So,
okay.
Yeah. So if you guys have any tips for me, that'd be awesome.
Well, you've gotten it working. All you need now is figure out how to learn how to use their ABL.
Well, yeah, and this probe doesn't really work either, too, because I think it's damaged.
I have a similar probe. The FL Sun printers use
my Ender's got my Ender's got the BL Touch.
I know, but the FL Sun machines use a similar style probe.
Yeah, you use it and then you take it off right immediately.
Yeah,
I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and apparently a lot of people don't have luck with these probes. And they actually prefer leveling it with only a sheet of paper, and then that's it, and having better results. So hopefully I can just do that.
Well, follow their guides. I don't have one of those machines, but follow their guides and try and get it manually leveled. And if you get a good manual level, then you're good, and you'll have to teach them how to do it manually.
Yeah.
I see Sergio printed the Viking that from Wexter. Very nice down there at the bottom.
I'm just going to switch it over.
It's just finished.
Did it switch? It didn't.
Yeah, I seen that posted this morning. I haven't printed one.
Oh, show it again, Sergio.
About 30 seconds ago. I'm waiting for the bed to cool.
Okay.
I'm going to print the new one at 150%.
Oh, nice.
Jerry.
Yeah.
If you wanted one of these mounts, what I could do is I could make the spacing for those two holes right there on the holes that are kind of wider apart. I can make those to where they're closer to the bottom and then kind of chop off that top section to where then you can adjust it to mount in the router however high you want.
Yeah, but where you currently have them is probably the stock position I currently have drilled.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's the same position. That's why I left it right there.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have to drill them again.
Yeah, you just unbolt it, stick it in there, and then bolt it up.
Yeah, exactly. And then, the only thing that I don't like about that, the design, those nut trap thing, that was a big pain in the butt. So I have to take those out still, though, to put this one in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be the only thing that I'd like to have with solid rails for the Z. Like if you had solid and then just drill and tap them, then you wouldn't have to have that nut on the inside. Because
Stephen
I feel
Poole,
like the nut on the inside would eventually come
You
loose.
can't flip the mount. It
yeah,
has to
you
go
can't
like
flip it because the router will be too far away from the work surface.
Yeah, it's designed to go in that direction.
Yeah. So
Flip
I
what?
Oh no, they're talking about flipping over the mount and that, but it wouldn't work for what you
They
need.
designed it like that from scratch.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I have the bracket. I've done the rep cord filament holders. They're printed. I haven't mounted them on the wall yet, but I have them made. They'll probably go up when time allows. Hopefully this weekend. I've been working on a belt printer, which a lot of you, if you're on the weekend and you're watching, this is the start upper stage.
what? Oh, that looks so cool.
So
I'm
this
gonna
is the
have to
upper-
buy another Ender. I'm gonna have to. So
It
does
was
that
an Ender
use
3
the
Pro.
stock Ender 3 Pro?
Yeah, and then and
Okay.
then there's a lot of additional parts, but all the plastic parts are 3D printed.
Okay.
It's going to be the y axis, which this is the y axis, will actually be driven by belts. So there'll be belts running here to run the y axis, and these along here. The x axis will not change, and the z obviously the z will mount here on top of this, and then this part will sit onto the base of the ender to actually have to house the whole setup. So this is the first stage that I did. I did a live build Saturday. I'm going to be doing another build. The next part of the build, which is going to be around the belt printer section, probably. My son has a swim meet Friday, and if he qualifies for Saturday, I will be Saturday.
Hold it up and don't move. I'm gonna take a picture.
That's awesome.
Okay, got it.
Okay, you got my ugly mug as well.
Yeah.
So this is looking good. This is strong. I would, if I was going to reprint the part, I'd up the infill. I think it's 20% or 25%.
So is that like a aluminum extrusion?
Yeah, this is all aluminum extrusion. And
Okay, so that's
3D
what
parts.
will come in the kit, or
Anything that's silver came in the kit here.
okay, how much is the kit gonna be?
They haven't said yet.
Oh, okay.
Bill,
Are they gonna do like a Kickstarter maybe, or
No, they've already published the 3D printed parts out there on GitHub. So you can already print the part, the plastic parts.
Okay.
They designed it for the original Ender 3.
Did they send you the aluminum extrusion, or did you make that yourself?
They sent it to me, but you can always
Okay.
make it. Like we could always take measurements. You can make it yourself. You can cut it yourself.
Nice.
So I said the plastic parts are already out on GitHub. You can download them and install them.
there was a ton of machined aluminum parts that they had made that would not be simple for somebody to make. You'd have to buy it directly from them once they release it.
It'd be easier because there's some of it is tapped, some of it's drilled and tapped, some of it's not.
Oh, for the aluminum extrusion, yeah.
Yeah, for some parts of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of it has countersunk holes in the back so the bolts go in and disappear inside of
I mean,
the
I
frame.
could probably make them since I've got access to mills and all that, but
Hey, Vincent, how are you? So is the drop game not working? Well, if it's not, then I can fix. Oh, let me fix that. Let me check. I thought the drop game was on. It is on, but I know why it's not working. Give me 1 second. Let me put this down.
Let's share screen.
so
One
did
second,
you
1
use
second,
just
Jerry.
like a stock Ender 3 Pro?
The Ender 3. Now, I've asked them to make changes for the Ender 3 Pro because their design doesn't work perfect with the Ender 3 Pro. Most of it does. There's one thing there's two pieces on the base that need to be modified. 1 second, Jerry. I'll bring up your screen share. There you go.
Yeah, here's all the parts that they sent me and Liam.
Well, what is that for?
That's the belt printer kit.
That's the parts for the printer.
Oh, so you got one too?
Yeah.
What the heck? How do I get them to send me one?
They've stopped it already.
They stopped sending them out, but if you hang out with me and Liam all the time, we've been talking about it for a while. Liam's been talking about this for over a month.
Yeah.
I'm a bad influence.
I'm gonna have to build me. I'm definitely gonna build me one eventually.
Uh-oh. There's a oops.
What happened?
No, there's a close up of that one part
Oh,
there.
right. Yeah, that's the. Hey, John, how are you? Hey,
John
Jersey lads.
McGill. Hello.
So give me 1 second, guys. The drop game should be working. Are you done, Jerry?
Yeah.
There. So let me put me on the big screen. Give the.
What's that, Sergio?
How do I turn this thing off? How did you turn it off?
I'm sorry. Once the hair goes, it's gone for life.
The snap
That's
cam.
scary about that.
Going for the time being, I went into OBS and I just closed the eyeball on it, and I think it shut it down.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think. And then I found another way to completely close it because I kept getting a black screen. Once I rebooted the next day, I went to run it randomly on my own stream, and I couldn't get it to work.
No, that doesn't work. Wait a minute.
Move its priority down. Take it, narrow down, and move its priority down. Maybe that'll work.
When I was playing with it, I was able to turn it on and off, and I just forgot. I haven't played.
Click on the picture of the ball head, and it'll go away. Click on the picture of the ball head you're running. Click on that again, and
that's it. Yeah.
Click on the picture again.
Yeah, there it is.
There, now your hair popped in. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, you reversed it.
Yeah.
The man has a cure for baldness.
Yeah.
You can do it just.
But only for half his head.
You can take something out of your fridge, rub it on your head, and go, "Look, guys, I'm going to grow hair really quick," and then push a button and blink.
I fooled Llama.
Did a dumb today. Got a new PEI sheet. Also printed the new dual fan. Nice.
In a small window, you fooled me, but when you went big, then I seen it kind of fluttering around your head. I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had a green screen behind you, you wouldn't be able to do it because a green screen would lock onto the single color, and then you wouldn't see any shadowing going on.
Anyway, it's a great app. It works really good on your face.
Yeah, it does. And there's a lot of faces you can go to.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting echoes. Loopy, you have an echo? We don't hear it on this side. I don't know why you're seeing an echo because we don't.
Loopy's not talking.
She said echo, echo, echo there.
Oh. I'm not sure.
Huh. So remember, guys, if you haven't already followed me on Twitch, go to twitch.tv/astropreneur. You can find me on there. I do a lot more live stuff on there than I do on Facebook. YouTube. Hey, Dum Dum, how are you?
Hello, Dum Dum.
Oh.
So so the bell printer is coming along. These will be mounted this weekend, and I'll get that done.
Nice.
I'll do stage 2 of the belt printer, which is actually building the base that the belt will go onto and putting in the hotbed and so on into it. There's a bit of soldering involved there. I have to get some. Reminds me, I need to get some flux. I don't have any flux. I'm out of it, so I have to buy some extra flux, and because I have to wire up the hotbed. I have a feeling in my head. I have a feeling this is the extrusion the bed will go into. I have a feeling I'll have to drill a hole in this to pass the wires for the bed out so I can bring them around to the power supply.
On my CR10, when I went to desolder the wires and resolder them a couple of years ago, Tim from TH3 recommended I had to buy this great big honking soldering iron, which I did. Looks like something you'd brand a cow with, and that's what it took to desolder it because the board was absorbing so much heat.
No problem,
I couldn't get it hot enough to get the wires loose. So I had to buy a big giant soldering gun. It looks like a great big broomstick, basically.
I have one of those normal pen style ones, and it always works for me, and I melt everything with it.
Have you ever tried to desolder a bed with it, though?
No, I haven't, but I will.
Okay. All right.
Liam,
If
what is
not,
the 3D printer that's closest to you right there? Is that that bigger
This one
Creality one? No, the one that's on your bench. Yeah, that one.
That is the Wido X40. The 3 on this shelf here are IDEX machines.
Oh.
That's the Wido X40, that's the JG Maker Artist D, and that's the 10.
Dual extruders.
They're all dual extruders. 2 print heads that move independently. Yeah.
Huh. Do they work
I have
great?
another one that's over here that will be going into a shelf over here soon.
Do you like them?
IDEX? I love IDEX machines. I've got 4 of them.
Oh, congrats, Dum Dum. You got a resin printer. Cool.
Cool, man.
What kind?
Yeah, what make? I know Matt got one recently as well. He got a new one. But Matt got an Anycubic. So what did you get, Dum Dum? My computer is old and I stream on it. My computer is about 6 or
Which
8
one
years
did
old.
you say that first one was?
The Wido X40. They have a new version out now. The Wido X40 Pro, I believe, is the new one.
Weed with an O behind it.
WEEDO. Wido. Wish there was a way to do a virtual cam on StreamYard. There is. You use OBS. That's what I have right now. Even Jerry's doing it. I'm using OBS with
Wow.
virtual camera. And
That's
then
like a $700 printer.
it is, yeah. Oh, you got the Elegoo Mars Pro. Nice.
Dual
Nice.
extruder. So does that do like 2 colors at once?
It can do 2 colors, 2 materials. So you can do PLA and PETG or PLA and PVA and whatever other combination
What?
you want to do.
So you can mix materials?
You can mix materials. Because on an IDEX machine, Extruder 1 can have one set of settings for retraction and temperature and all this kind of stuff. And Extruder 2, because they're independent extruders, can have completely different settings.
That's nifty. So could you do like your infill or something out of like PLA and your walls out
Bingo.
of
Yep.
what?
You can do actually PETG or PLA and TPU. So you can print something, and then if you have a separate part that's the outer wall, right? You can then, like, if you have the main body and then you have a shell,
goodness.
you can have the shell printed by different materials. So you can actually print rubber outside and plastic inside.
Break out your
That's
credit card and
insane.
order one right now. And use the code.
Oh, yeah.
And use the code Liam knows everything, and you'll get 5% off.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Jerry. and the Mars Pro, I got 2 actually. Great, nice.
Cool.
Yeah, so I like IDEX machines. As I said, I have 4 of them.
Liam can also save you 10% or more on car insurance.
Actually, no, but I know the guy who called you all the time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Order for them, and you order for it. They are pocket change. Yeah, they're not, but yeah. Well, I have them because I've done reviews of them, right? So that's why I get them.
Thanks. So now I got to make a belt printer and then get one of those printers.
Well, the belt was actually I was invited to the group, and I started chatting with the guys. They were talking about their belt printer, and I was throwing ideas at them, and then they said, they said, we're going to send you a kit. Give me your address. I said, okay. And then Jerry came into the group, and then Jerry was talking to him about it, and they said, okay, they sent Jerry a kit, and just after they sent Jerry a kit, they shut down the
Sending the kits.
the beta testing. Yeah,
I think Carl Fenton has one. I'm not sure who else
Martin does.
has one.
Martin Henshaw has one in the UK. Yeah.
Okay. But didn't you say they sent out 100 kits?
I think it was about that number. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not for sure.
Yeah. Built over. There is one company, I can't remember. Was it Idea Maker or someone like that? Coming out with an IDEX belt printer.
Whoa.
So there's somebody already doing that. I think it's probably close to being released. I think it's either Formbot or Idea Maker. I can't remember who it was, but there is somebody already working on
So does IDEX supposed to mean something?
Independent dual extruder.
Okay.
That's what it
So
stands
that's
for.
cool because you can also do multiple colors too then.
You can do multiple colors, multiple materials, because you can do different temperatures and so on. Yeah.
Yeah.
RC,
Man, that's awesome.
Mr. 3D Editing, how's life? They all are functional. They're all working. They're not printing right now because of the noise of the fans would actually be noisy. But every printer behind me is 100%.
Like on mine.
Models curing
and it's noisy.
Dumb. Models cure in the sun 5 or 6 minutes per side, 10 at the most, no longer. And a good cheap resin. I use Srytech. It works great. Focus just came out with resin. That's great. Go to Amazon.com, type in resin, and just check the different prices. Some resins I like better than other resins. Some have more of an odor than others. But lately, Srytech has been always prints nice for me. And a big bottle used to be like $30 a bottle for a gram. 1 gram, I think it is. And Focus resin I recently tried, and I had no issues with it whatsoever.
Cool. Yeah. So it's Focus is. I heard Focus resin is good. I've used a couple of different types, and Yusu resin is good.
Yeah, Yosu resin prints fine.
Yeah, it prints fine, and so is their filament. I like their filament too. I have a fair amount of it lying there, and I use it a lot. Actually, this is Yusu.
Cheetah Box, best slicer, Cheetah Box.
I haven't pushed it. I haven't pushed them to the ending, so I'm not sure. I just haven't time. I've been really busy with work, and then trying to do some other stuff like the belt printer and so on. So I haven't really pushed it to find out. I'm assuming due to the resonance that it actually uses and the modeling it uses on resonance, I'm assuming it'll be better on Clipper. Everybody says it's better, so but I haven't really tested it. So watch this space. When I get it up and running and get it calibrated properly and fully tested, I'll run some fast prints and show it, and we'll do them live on stream. Now, as I said, I do a lot more streaming, like live stuff on Twitch. So make sure you follow me over on Twitch if you're not already doing so. Twitch.tv/Astropreneur. You can follow me there. It doesn't cost you a penny. And I do a lot more live stuff over there. So, Jerry, I was telling you about the square nuts you need for the M3s, which are these. You will need these because on these parts, when you get the M320s that go into the ends, those openings at the end are for square nuts. If you put normal nuts in there, the hex ones, they will rotate.
Unfortunately, I had supports on these prints, and I'm still trying to dig out my nut traps.
Well, I've got to get going, guys. I've got to get back to some homework. I just wanted to talk for a little bit and say hi and show you guys how that print turned out.
Good night, sir.
Yep.
Very
See you guys.
Good night, John.
If you want, John, shoot me over that file, and I'll print it and check it out.
Study hard.
Yeah.
Thank you, and I'll plug you in a video for it next time I do a CNC video.
Oh, cool.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
So the square nuts are a tight fit into this, but they I actually may have to widen them a little bit now to make these fit. But at least they won't. Oh no, they fit fine.
What bolts go in that attach what piece?
M320s, and they go in. There's two sets. 1 second. Let me get the pieces.
Comic Age Clothing. Hello. How are you doing today?
Hey, Comic Age Clothing.
Welcome everybody on YouTube and on Twitch watching. Very nice to see everybody.
Hey guys.
Here, let me click on Liam's. Let me remotely make Liam bigger so we can see him here. You push on the button.
No, it's not working, Jerry. Your ESP isn't functioning today.
There we go.
Maybe if you knock Jerry in the head, it'll start working. There we go. So the way it works is you have two steel rods like this. Yeah. One is smooth, one has got ribs on the side.
Yes.
The ones with the ribs on it are the ones where you're going to be putting an aluminum gear on the outside, and that's going to be on a drive belt going onto your stepper to control the steer it to move the belt, right? And on that one, you attach the ones with the lines on it, and what happens is with the nuts and the bolts in here, they screw into. There's grooves on the edge of that. See the grooves?
Yes.
On both sides. Hey, Comic Ages Chloe, how are you?
They go through the nut that holds the plastic.
And it binds into that. It just locks in there. So that way then, when the gear is turning, because the gear is held on, the little cog here is held on with grub screws, with a grub screw.
And speaking of grub screws, they gave me like 50 grub screws. It's like they didn't count them. They just want you to dump them in there.
Yeah, it kind of looks that way, yeah. But okay, so remember, you have a lot of idlers to put in there because your y-axis is going to be belt-driven, right? Did we lose Matt? We did. So your y-axis is belt-driven, and you got two belts, and you have multiple idlers that go in there. So let me show you. By multiple idlers, I checked out the arm. It's about $2,000. So yeah, it's not going to be happening anytime soon. Dum, yeah, you can join. Let me share the link here.
Let me share a screen real quick, Liam, and I'll show that exploded view of that running.
Sure. I'll bring you up at the stream. There you go. Yeah, I showed this on my stream as well when I do the build.
This is what Liam is currently looking at in order to put his together because he doesn't have any instructions.
That's all I have. I have no instructions. I'm building based on that.
So he just freezes it and looks at whatever part real close. And
yeah, and I've got most of it down. It hasn't been that hard. If you understand, if you're mechanically minded at all, it's easy enough to figure it out.
In my case, I'm going to be looking at it at that view right there. That way, tomorrow when I start bolting things together, I can see how it's going together right there.
Yeah. Well, you can also see the step by step on the video because I started off stage 1 last week, the upper stage, and I did it all live, so you could follow through and jump through it. No problem, Matt. No problem. But and that's why I'm doing it live. For anybody else who comes along and wants to do it, I have a step by step live build of it. So let's see. Anybody else who comes along? Hey, Donald, how are you?
John, Dum. Nice to meet you.
Let's see. Anybody else?
Can you hear me?
Hey, Donald, how are you?
John, Dum.
Oh,
nice to meet you.
Mute your YouTube or your or Twitch, whatever you had.
Hey, Donald, how are you? John, Dum.
Somebody's
He's working on
running their stream in the background.
Yeah, he just fixed it. So yeah, go mute your window. Yeah, when you get a chance. So yeah, but
So I can't hear you. I don't know what to do here.
We can hear you
now. You can hear me. But
I can't hear you. I don't know what to do here.
We can hear you
now. Oh, we're getting feedback. You can hear me.
Mute YouTube or Twitch and just have volume in StreamYard. We can hear you
now. Oh, we're getting feedback. You can hear me.
Mute YouTube or Twitch and just have volume in StreamYard.
I muted you temporarily because we're getting audio feedback. So you have either Twitch or YouTube open. He'll come back in. So you have Jerry. This up here, a stepper motor is mounted here.
Yep.
And that connects with a belt to an idler in here.
Yes.
And then that idler, there's also another idler underneath in here.
Yes.
And one across from it in here. And these three here connect with a steel shaft that you have. And it goes on, and there's little bearings. You have small bearings in there as well.
Yes.
The bearings push in on the inside, and then the idler goes in between them.
Okay.
And then they're all connected with a shaft there. And the same down here, you got small little where are they? These little bars with one side flat.
Dum says, "What's getting a loop? What do I do?" Your audio, you had another window open that either had Twitch or had YouTube running, and we were hearing feedback through that. Yep. So when you come back in, just have the StreamYard window open. And if you have any other windows with YouTube, click mute on any other windows.
Yeah, just mute YouTube or pause YouTube, the channel, and then click on the link to come back in. So you see these with these little shafts?
Yeah.
They go in with idlers in here.
They're all in that exploded view, so I just have to blow that out and I'll see them.
It doesn't show these very well.
Okay.
So that's why I'm showing you now. So when you get to that stage, I haven't done any of the bearings or anything yet.
Okay. Well, what I've currently done is I printed a bunch of parts, and I reprinted some parts, and then I reprinted more parts, and then I took my cell phone. There he is. Hey, how you doing?
How's that? Can you hear me?
Much better.
Very good.
Okay, yeah, it was the dummy had YouTube on another tab.
Yeah, that's okay.
Like, what the hell's going on?
Very nice to meet you, and you have a funny name. It's always funny to see Dum in chat.
Yeah, I love the name.
Yeah, you know what? When I tried to learn, I'm trying to learn how to code, so I just wrote, what for Twitter, Dum Dev, right? Developer, because I didn't,
Yeah.
Because I still sort of am, but getting better.
Hey, Stone Monkey, how are you? So what are you up to?
Me? I found an auction near me, and that's how I got those 2 resin printers for really cheap.
Really?
And I
How
actually,
cheap?
like $100 a piece.
Oh, that's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal at all.
One's brand new, and one, the guy, it looked like they opened it, tried it, put it back in, because all the like packing is still there. It's got a little resin in the vat. You know, they may have filled it up, tried it, said, I don't like this, dumped it out, put all the packing back together, correct. Put it
Probably
back
the smell got to him.
Yeah, maybe. So I give it. I never really wanted to because it's so messy. You know, I don't like. You know, like painting is my least favorite thing ever. You know, like painting houses.
You're a man after my heart. If it doesn't
like a lot of people have said, when you work with resin, pretend you're working with Clorox bleach, and everything will be fine. Just treat it like it's Clorox bleach. Wear gloves, safety glasses, be careful. You know, things like that. Well ventilated area.
Yeah. Oh, Mylan, for these brackets, if you go to prusaprinters.org and under the file section in there, there's a whole area there where they have files available, like Thingiverse. They have their own version of that. And you look up Repcord, REPKORD, and that's where you'll find these and the brackets for it.
I heard you talking about the belt printer. I'm at that makerspace. I talked them into getting a belt printer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to hang it on the wall. And I've seen Repcord's. All he's doing is having a strip.
Well, he uses French cleats, which is basically a piece of wood, right? One is attached to the printer, one's attached, and it's sliced at about 45-degree angle.
A French cleat, I know what that is. Yeah.
And then you just hang one hangs on top of the other.
What I'm curious is the bolt that he's bolting through the wood into the extrusion. Is he using just the regular? I mean, you can't go over like 5 millimeter, right?
I'm not sure what he's using to attach it, but you can always.
That thing's 35 pounds.
You can message him and ask. But you must remember, it's dead weight. It's going to be hanging there and not moving. Right? And if you bump into it, now in a makerspace,
but it's all sure.
You put brackets on it. So whatever way it's mounted, make them longer and then bracket them so it actually gets attached to the wall. That might be the better way. But I would run it, first of all, on the bed, on flat. And put maybe a spool or so of filament through it, because you need to season it to make the filament stick better. So there is, like, if you go YouTube, there's a whole pile of videos out there walking you through how to season the bed on a CR30 to get it better for the material to stick to it. And then after that, as well seasoned, you can hang it on the wall.
Liam,
yes, sir.
Are you monitoring Twitch chat? Benson just subbed to you for 1 month.
Oh, thank you, Benson. I'm not actually. I'm using the chat in StreamYard, but I should go over to Twitch.
Yeah, I don't think it'll show up. It might. Are they both showing up?
They're both showing up.
Okay, I see that. They're both showing up. Okay,
but it's not giving doesn't notify the
notifications aren't popping up. Okay.
Yeah, but the notifications are not showing up. So thanks, Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember. Like the subscription is great for the channel. If you're on Twitch and you're an Amazon Prime user, you can subscribe to the channel and it won't cost you anything, because Amazon Prime members can use through Amazon Gaming can subscribe for 1 month to a streamer on Twitch, and every month you just go in and you can renew it each month, or you can change streamers if you want to each month, but it doesn't cost you anything. The money actually it's paid for by Amazon pays for it. So,
and if you get tired of Liam, I'm Jerry 3DHP on Twitch. You can bring it over to me too.
Oh, tired of me.
Why is everybody moving to Twitch? Why is everybody moving to Twitch?
It's a lot more interactive, and there's a lot of games you can do. It's easier to, I don't know, get tips, enter the games, everything. It's just more interactive.
Yeah, I like it. I like it over there.
So.
Yeah, all that stuff flying around and everything. I don't understand what's going on.
Here's what it is.
All that
Whatever stuff happens on screen. Okay, all that stuff on screen is to encourage the participants, the audience, to interact with each other as well as talk to me and listen to us on stream. And by doing that, it builds more community, because they can actually interact with each other and play games. Like they can play a gamble game and they can challenge each other in chat. They can do the drop game, which is, as you see here, the drop game. They can do that, and they earn points in the channel. And by earning those points in the channel, they can gamble those points against each other. It doesn't cost them anything, and they can do gambling and all this kind of stuff against each other, and it encourages group interaction amongst the audience, then they don't only have to interact with me.
Mm.
So that's why it's nice, and it's easy to do. Like you do bang drop, and you have to drop them, right?
Other channels raid you when they're getting ready to wrap up. They bring all their people and they from their chat and they throw it into your chat. It helps you grow faster, interact more. And it took me a little bit to learn it, but I enjoy streaming on Twitch. And I don't just do it once a week. Every couple of days, I go on live for however many hours. But I still have my weekly hangout Saturday.
Yeah, I noticed that not everybody's moving over there, and I've gone on there a couple times. But then when all this stuff, and I was like, I don't even know what's happening here, and where do you get the bits, and what the hell is a bit, and this and that.
Well,
bits are. I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah, there's different types of bits, right? Yeah, so you can. If you want to donate, if you donate bits, you're basically saying, I want to give some of this money to the host, right? To the channel.
You're buying the bits. That's where they're getting the bits.
You can buy bits now, but there's also channel points. In my channel on Twitch, they're called Astrobucks, right?
Yeah.
Astrobucks, right?
It's play money.
And it's play money, and I can give points to people or whatever. But as you interact with each other, you gain points. Hey, I'm Mr. Gnome. How are you? And by doing that, you build interaction with and people end up challenging each other and having fun together. Even if I'm busy doing something else, they could be goofing off with each other. And then there's other stuff you can do, and I haven't gone there yet, but you can have like LED light systems and so on interact with chat, so they can type commands in chat, and they can change the lights and make the LED lights and do stuff or play sounds and all this kind of stuff can be done in chat.
And it seems like just about everybody on the planet at one time or another is streaming on Twitch about anything and everything.
I got you, Jerry. I got Astro. I got the Cowboy. I got
Lyle Moses.
Yeah, and then Perillo.
Chris, yep.
And the Llama. Got him.
Tom Llama.
I don't know anybody else.
Yeah, but if you go, there's starting to be more makers on Twitch. There used to be all gamers, but the maker community is slowly but surely getting more and more involved. And I would say for community interaction, it's better. I would say if you want, like, the thing about Twitch is when you do video or whatever you do on Twitch, it doesn't stay there forever. It lives there for a short amount of time and then it expires. So if you want stuff that sticks around, you can do it on Twitch and then download it from Twitch and bring it over and upload it into YouTube. So like I did a live build on Saturday on Twitch, but what I did was when I did the live build on Twitch, I downloaded it and I tweaked it a little bit, not much, but a little bit. But I left the whole content there because I was doing a live build of a belt printer, right, from scratch, a kit. And it's not finished, but that was part one, and I uploaded it to YouTube. Now, this coming weekend, I do another one. I'll do it on Twitch, in a similar way, and then I will then bring it over to YouTube, so because it'll live forever on YouTube. And anybody else who gets the kit can follow the build along live on YouTube.
He turned off the games, that way people aren't on YouTube saying, what in the hell is that parachute doing coming down?
Well, I did, Jory. Yeah, when I did it on the games, I did it there because I wanted it to be a clean video. Like Hangouts, I don't care. Have fun, play games, gamble, do the drop game. You can type bang Plinko. Plinko game is working. You can do all of that, right? Because it's casual, right? The whole thing is about us hanging out and having fun together and chatting. But when I'm doing a video that I want to stay out there, then I will turn those off.
Yeah, I just got to give it a little more of a try. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should.
Old dogs don't like to change, How
old are you?
55.
Well, I'll be 58 in a couple months, and I still act like I'm 30. So,
yeah, well, I'll be 56 in a couple weeks.
Okay.
Is Plinko not working? Ooh. Let me fix that, guys. 1 second. Plinko should be working.
Yeah, I listen to Metallica. I play games. I still act like I did 30 or 40 years ago. I look different in the mirror. It sucks.
Yeah,
that's life. Nothing we can do about it.
Well, give Plinko another try, guys. It should be working now. I just turned it on. I thought I had it on. Because I had everything turned off for the weekend stream. I forgot to turn it back on.
Liam, your video quality looks slightly cloudy. And I hate to tell you this on stream, but check your settings. For some reason, you don't look real sharp like I'm seeing everybody else here. Does everybody else see that? I'm watching you on another monitor, and it's slightly cloudy. It's not crisp.
Buddy.
Well, I'm using OBS virtual
Go to
camera.
Home Depot
Oh
and
my.
get some racks from them.
What's that, John?
What did Liam go to Home Depot and steal their racks or what?
Yeah.
Well, that's for my printers.
Yeah, you can buy those.
Yeah, that's nice.
Let's see if that comes back up. Is that better, Jerry?
Not really.
I'm not seeing it being better yet. It's just slightly cloudy.
I don't know why, because everything's in focus. It's a 4K video camera, and I'm streaming at 720.
You stream at 1080, and even though you can only do 720 with StreamYard, set it to 1080. Because I was blurry a long time ago. If you remember, chat told me, and I had my settings cranked up way too high in OBS. The minute I turned them, backed them off in settings, then my video cleared up.
Okay, let me just check.
And if you want, I can check mine and let you know what I'm doing.
My resolution I can't change on the camera because it's giving out 4K. I've already set it to 720 in StreamYard.
My video is 1920 by 1080. And for the downscale filter, I think it's called Lankos. 36 samples.
Normally, Liam, you're way clearer.
So it took a moment to update? Okay. It just took a while to update. That's okay.
Well, you're still the
So
same.
is Plinko game not working, guys, still? It is on. Let me try.
Where do you live at?
Huh?
Where do you live at?
I moved to Charlotte about 4 years ago, but I lived in Chicago my whole life.
Okay.
My sister lives out by you in Vegas.
Okay.
She moved out there about 2 years ago. She lived northwest side of Vegas.
Northeast. Okay. I'm out by Nellis Air Force Base on Sunrise Mountain, and right now my computer says it's 80 outside and sunny.
Yeah,
but it's far from that here. It was nice today, actually. It was our daytime today was. Let me see here. It's 41 right now, so we were probably close to 50 today.
Yeah, all of us were supposed to go out to her house over Christmas, but then she got COVID, and and her kids had it, and she got it pretty rough. So we didn't end up going, but maybe we'll go out there this year. So this year sometime, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Should
We
be
got
fun.
up to 61 here, Liam.
What's that, Sergio?
We got up to 61 here today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
South of Liam. I'm in just outside of Washington, D.C.
Oh, you're way south of me. I'm in Michigan. So, so we there's supposed to be we have a chance of snow tonight, or sleet or snow tonight.
Oh,
because at nighttime our temperatures will nosedive, and it'll come up during the day, and it will know we're in this yo-yo stage right now. Eventually, it will level itself out, and we'll actually have a spring. But our spring here came a little early this year, so I'm guessing it might be a longer spring than normal. Our normal spring lasts about 2 or 3 weeks, and then we go from freezing to into the 30s and 40s, and then we spike every now and again to the 50s, and then all of a sudden 2 weeks later, 70 degrees, and we stay above that for 3 or 4 months. So, or maybe all summer. So yeah, it's a bit weird, and since it's early this year, I'm guessing we'll have a longer spring and longer lead into the weather warming up a lot better.
are you northern Michigan or upper?
No, southern. I'm easiest description of Michigan is I'm here.
Okay. I used to go to St. Joe all the time. That's nice.
Where?
St. Joseph, right on the coast of the.
I don't know that was.
Go around, from Chicago. You just go right around. It's like right there on the.
Oh, that's probably down here.
Yeah, you just cross over the
other side of the pond. Yeah.
Hour.
Yeah. No, I'm on the East Coast. Oh well, I suppose I'm closer to the East Coast than anywhere else. But I'm actually I'm probably around. If Michigan is a mitten, I'm probably around here, and where you're talking about is over here.
Yeah.
Well, you know, meteorological spring was Monday.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
but-
cold at night. Like, you know, I think 2 nights ago was down in the 30s, but it getting to 70s during the day.
Well, our DST is coming up this coming weekend. Isn't it? Isn't it this weekend? Daylight savings changeover is happening this coming weekend, I believe. Sunday morning. So that's coming up. What else? We won't. Then we'll have the Michiganders have it easy being able to carry around a map. Yeah, I agree. That's funny. Yes, it is easy. We can carry around a map all the time. We just put our hand up and show where we live. Because Michigan is the shape of a mitten. So yeah, that's funny. I like that. So it's next Sunday, man. Okay, so we have it's coming up. It's already bright in the mornings. Like I get up. I'm used to getting up and it's been dark every morning. Now I get up at 5 o'clock. I leave the house at about 7:15 to bring my son to school, and it's daylight. I don't have to turn on the lights in the car. It's which is nice, you know. So it's, and also when I take the dog out for a walk at 5 a.m., Orion is in the western sky. I definitely know spring is coming because Orion's setting in the western sky that hour of the morning. Because in winter, Orion is actually is rising. As winter comes in, Orion rises in the east as winter starts. So,
man, I never noticed.
I'm an astronomer. As an astronomer, the first thing I do is I walk out the door and I go. That's the first thing I do is look up.
Yeah, I seen those. I seen you that one video you did on your telescopes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, this year they're going to get used a lot more because now I think we're going to be going back doing public events this summer, so they'll get a lot of use this coming year.
There's a guy I watch on YouTube that does all kinds of science projects, and he is talking about ion propulsion for space. How he shows how it works and right in front of him with them. I don't know if they were magnets or what they were charged, but he explained how it worked, and he put like a little airplane in front of it with a propeller, and it showed how it made it when he turned on the power, the electricity, how it made it spin and made it run. And he explained the technology. And I forget the guy's name, but I'm sure a lot of people in chat know him. A long time ago, he had the black paint that he got from Japan that was blacker than black, and he painted the whole inside of his structure in his garage black.
Oh, yeah.
When he walked into it and shined the flashlight on the wall, it absorbed 99% of that flashlight. That's how black it was. It's a really interesting channel, and he explains how really, really cool stuff works.
So he was referring to an ion drive is also called a Hall thruster, and it basically it takes a gas, a really light gas that's really easy to maneuver to transport. That's not flammable.
Yeah, on Earth you don't need the gas because there's air, but in space. But because in space there is no gas, there's no air. That you have to have something for propellant to push it. But it's real interesting.
Yeah, with an ion drive, you don't need a propellant because an ion drive, the way it works is by charging the gas as you release it into the chamber, the gas naturally accelerates, but it doesn't give off a lot of energy. So I'll give you an example, right? Put your hand an arm's length away from you and blow at your fingers. That's the thrust out of an ion drive. That's all. But in space, where there is no gas, there is no resistance. If you keep that on and you're not using much gas and you leave it on for a long time, you're continuously gaining speed. And you can reach half the speed of light by doing that.
Yeah, I'm looking for his channel right now.
Yeah, so no, that's good stuff. No, I like that kind of content. Yeah, I've seen that guy's stuff. I can't remember his name, but
I'm looking for it now.
Yeah, so you don't need a lot of energy to move in space. Factoid man.
Liam, are you running all your printers on off of cards, or what are you doing? Octoprint?
It varies. Some of them I use Octoprint. I've got one running Clipper, which has got a Raspberry Pi, so it's Clipper. So I have a web interface to upload to. I'm going to do more. I'd like to put my IDEX machines on Clipper, but Clipper doesn't fully support IDEX yet. It supports duplicate two color or two material. It doesn't support duplicate or mirror mode, and I use them mostly for duplicate or mirror modes because I want to produce multiple parts fast. So once it's because they have some people out there who've already got it working, but it hasn't been merged into the main branch for Clipper yet. So when it does, I'll start investigating about moving one of these over to Clipper.
Everybody in chat, I just posted a link to the Action Lab. Check out this guy's videos. Go subscribe to this person on YouTube. I don't personally know him, but he's got some really awesome content.
He does. Yeah, I like his stuff.
It's unbelievable, the stuff that he does and explains how it works.
So if anyone wants to come in and join, there's a link. You can come in and join. Just make sure you mute your YouTube.
And
John?
Anybody that just popped in, I'm sorry, I'm trying to interrupt him. I'm doing my best. Anybody that just popped in, that's Dum Dum right there. John, the Resident Madman, that's Dum Dum.
Yeah, if you haven't met him before.
I've seen him in chat forever. Well, there he is, right there.
Yeah, everybody can join but Llama.
Yeah.
He made a nasty comment.
He always leaves nasty comment, but that's Llama. We all know what Llama's like.
That's Llama. That's right.
That's why we put up with him, right? Correct? That's why we put up with Llama. But we got Dum Dum on stream, which is really cool to see you guys, because you've been in stream with us for a long time, and you've been chatting with us and so on. So it's nice to actually put a face to the name.
Appreciate it. I usually kind of dip in and out, and I'm not, so around, especially later at night, not later at night, but around this time at night, so. But one thing I did want to, the Clipper thing.
Yeah.
Is I tried to put one of my printers on that, and it just didn't work out because I had this one of those Vicky 2 screens, and then it's an old printer, and the ramps board and all that. It just was, I couldn't get it done. I couldn't.
Did you look to see if there's pre-configured? Did you go out to the Clipper?
I looked I found where all the pre-configured ones were. I was looking on I went on their Discord. Clipper has a Discord. I was asking people, and nobody could get. I was really close, man, and it's just didn't work out for me. But it looked like something
You should try working. Zach. Zach, that actually hangs out with us sometimes.
Yeah, I guess.
Guy with a big beard.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's really good at Clipper.
Yeah, I did ask questions one time. I don't know if you remember, but it was too hard to type all the
Yeah.
intricacies.
Try and ping Zach, and maybe he'll be able to work with you to see if we can figure it out, because Zach really does know Clipper. He's been using Clipper for almost a year and a half now or more, and he's done a lot of printers on Clipper, and he hasn't done Bell printers, but a general printer like FDM printers, he's been really good with it. So I would try ping him. Like, I saw him live on stream in 15 minutes. He took I can't remember, it was an Ender 3 or something he had, and he installed Clipper within 15 minutes there and then live on stream.
Yeah, you should be able to, but the problem with this printer is that it's a dual nozzle, right? And they're right next to each other.
Two extruders, right?
But the problem was it's got one heater that connects both the heater blocks right to each other. And then it also has one thermistor, right? But then he took the thermistor and he routed it back, and then he split it and plugged it into T1 and 2, right? So then there was no real setup that I could get from Clipper or figure out. And I asked on Discord if anybody would, give me an idea which way to run. Nobody really knew because those were split. And then I thought I got the firmware from the guy because it's an old machine, so I figured he'd send me the firmware. He did, but it didn't have anything in there that I could find that that clued me in to even. So, yeah, but it seemed like it was set up in Marlin like a regular one thermistor machine. I don't know what.
That's because the board, if the board supports the two thermistors and the two hot heater cartridges, or is it using one heater cartridge?
They're using one heater cartridge.
Then you can't use two thermistors. You can't use two thermistors with one heater cartridge.
Yeah, so that's what. But they split it at the board and put it into two separate thermistor plugs.
Did he do that, or was it done by the manufacturer?
Stock manufacturer.
What printer is it?
The Airwolf 3D.
I've never used one of theirs.
Plus, it has the Ramps 1.3 board.
Well, you could always switch out the board, and it's then getting configured out the machine. It's easy.
I didn't want to go all there, but I guess I might do that.
An SKR board is going to cost you $40 or $45.
That's true. Yeah.
And that would be the easiest way to go. And by going that route, there is already a config for the SKR board, and the only thing you have to do is turn on and set up an E2 because it's got 2 extruders and 1 hot end, right? So you just have to go in and configure it because it's already configured for E1. You just have to do another configuration for E2.
Yeah, I did
whatever
that.
pinouts, you just
Yeah,
know the pinouts. Yeah, so it's a
I had
copy
all
of the
that,
same thing.
but it
Yeah.
just didn't work. It kept the
It's
heat.
probably the Rams board is the issue.
And I don't know what was going on, but
Yeah, it might be the Rams board. I would consider changing out the board to a cheap SKR or something, or a Creality board or something because it's already
Everybody
configured for that.
Long time no see.
Yeah, sorry, my internet went down.
I've had that happen recently as well a couple of times. I've had it happen in the middle of meetings,
I'm getting on
right in the
this
middle of a conference call. Bang, internet goes down.
on
Hey, Matt.
Saturday. Yeah,
That guy up top, John, that's Dum Dum.
Yeah,
I
seen
know.
him forever and
I
ever.
know.
Okay.
I know. Hey,
yeah,
nice
we
to
go
meet
way
you.
back. Me and Matt, we go way back.
Yeah, Saturday I'm gonna get a new internet, 1 gig upload, download, and 100 meg, I think, upload.
So
That's good.
you're getting fiber. What's it going to cost you over there?
57 pounds.
Which is how much in real money?
About $75.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I don't have fiber yet. I'm getting a gig down, 35 up, and it's costing me 125 a month.
Wow.
I'm paying that price.
AT&T fiber. It didn't work out for me because of the router came in on the one end of the house, so this end of the house was bad,
Uh-huh.
and the way that they have their modem router unit, one single unit, it doesn't like playing with any other like mesh routers or anything. So I called them, and you have to call them, and they have to set it things a certain way. Then you got to jump through all these hoops and set it up, and do all this thing and everything. So I was like, you know what, screw you, I'm done.
But it's only a fiber router. You can always just buy your own fiber
I
router.
get like I'm at about 300. I'm all right.
You
know?
couldn't run a Cat 7 cable or something across the house to where you're at?
Well, yeah, I didn't want to do all that. Yeah.
That's what I ended up doing. It goes through my living room, up over, around, behind the couch, through the wall.
Yeah,
I
my
was gonna
house.
go outside where they
Yeah.
came in, and then go all the way around the house and up over the
Yeah.
porch and
All right.
all that. Like, you know what? I ain't doing that.
My whole house is wired for Ethernet. Every room in my house has Ethernet cables. In my office,
I
I
got
have
nothing
to-
plugged in. Everything is off of Wi-Fi.
no, in my house I have 4 in my office alone, which is the room next door here. I got 4 Ethernet ports in there. In this room, I have Ethernet. Where I am, I have a couple of Ethernet ports here. My kitchen, my dining room, my bedrooms, everywhere has Ethernet in my house.
Wow.
And I rent some extra, and yeah, I run everything through I have a Cisco switch. So my Cisco switch is my internet connection. Everything runs in there, and then even my VoIP phone is run through my switch, and then that goes out through my internet connection. And I have a firewall in between them.
Did you feed it through the wall, or you just got wires running all over your walls and shit?
Oh no, everything is buried. You see nothing. Everything's fished.
No, here in England we can't run it through the walls because we got brick walls.
Well, you can.
Yeah,
you
behind
can
the
do it.
plaster you can do it.
No, you can do it with brick walls too, because your walls are cavity walls, so you can actually run it in between the cavity.
He's a renter, so he can't do anything.
That's true. But yeah, but I'm just saying, because in Ireland we have the same type of homes, and you can actually run them you can run wiring through the cavities.
Yeah, I still have to upgrade my wiring I want to upgrade it to a Cat 8.
But
Because-
what you could also do is you could
Future-proof,
actually
you know?
you can get the converters. My server rack's in a different room. I don't have any pictures of it.
Just buy good Wi-Fi.
Here you go. That's what I've been working on.
Wow, that's
Nice.
awesome.
Hey guys, I gotta go. So
Okay,
everyone,
Sergio.
I'll watch it on the
See,
iPad.
Sergio.
I gotta go see the wife.
Take care, Sergio. Thanks for joining in.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
those things just don't make any sense the way the colors that come through there. That's awesome, man.
Well, it's a photo.
Thank-
It's an image that's attached to the back of it. So the color comes from an add-on sheet that goes onto the back of the lithophane.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I seen the one day where he had like just squares all over this thing, and then shine a light through it, and it comes out like that. That's really
LEDs.
awesome.
Yeah,
And
no, he does all of it.
I wanted to print a box for it, but the box printing cost me more than buying the box itself.
Yeah.
So I'd rather save my filament on box, what doesn't have no purpose, and just use the material for making lithophane.
Yeah.
I almost
I
have
agree.
no waste, except sometimes I have some supports what I have to take off. That's the only waste I have, a little bit support. What you can see in the corner right there on top.
Yeah, just for the frames, so it doesn't wobble.
Yeah,
It stands up.
because if the picture
Yeah.
is too light, you have to put supports on. If it's below or 160 mil, then you can get away with it too. But anything above 160 mil, it will then start curving on top.
Yeah. So then you have to put an A-frame on it to support it. So when you print up, you have a frame that supports it on each end. And then when you're done, you take the A-frame off. You break off the A-frame or cut off the A-frame.
Or you make the border thicker on the picture itself.
Yeah. The thick border will stabilize it as well. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, Matt knows way more. I understand the physics about how to set it all up, and so, but I don't do lithophanes because that's his specialty. So, but yeah, so they're my plans for this coming week.
Thank you, Mr.
I may
Anything.
jump on the Twitch again tomorrow during the day, or like in the afternoon at some point. I haven't decided yet. I'm waiting on parts for this printer, the FL Sun. They're underway. I'm waiting on some components for that. I got it as a used machine, or as a return machine, and most of the major components in it were missing or damaged.
It was like they do it.
What?
Whoops, that was me.
So when the parts come in for that, I will get that operational.
Here you
I'm
go.
not sure-
My new machine came in today.
Nice.
I got one too.
It's a
Nice.
small one compared to the other one, but I have good use for it for like miniature figurines and D&D and all that. Right now, I'm getting a lot of D&D stuff in. Like,
Well-
I have a person he wants to do constantly D&D for him, and
Prezi from Anycubic. Yeah, nice. But see, Matt, the good thing about having smaller printers and like that, resin printers, is you're not dumping a liter of resin into it to print a small part.
yeah.
Right? So that's the good thing about it, right? So you can if you're doing something small, you do it in a small printer. You want to do something big, you put in a lot more resin, but you use it because you're doing a larger part, right? So choose the printer you need for the right size part. There's no point in using a big, the mid-size or even buying the really big resin printers that are $2,000 when the part you're printing is only a small benchy or something small like that. It's pointless. Noisy.
What do you like best, Liam?
Oh, that's very hard to say because I can tell you which one I like least. That's probably easier for me. The one I like least is the CR10 Smart.
Oh yeah, I hear that a lot.
It should have been
Yeah.
called the CR10 Dumb.
Yeah.
I do
Just
need a
a
new
machine.
fab sheet on it because I damaged it.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, I had some very long fingernails earlier on. I cut them now, and actually then had like a little, not a tear. It was almost like it's been folded over, almost,
The
like
crease. Yeah.
just a crease. Yeah, but I don't want to take the chance, taking a leak, so I'd rather change it out. And
Okay, Matt.
yeah,
For the record, you're only as a guy, you're only allowed long fingernails if you're a guitarist. Other than that, you're not
Yeah.
allowed long fingernails, so you need to cut them.
yeah, I know. I don't know.
Guitarists can get away with it because they use it for.
I try to be posh, you know. No, maybe get some finger paintings going or something, you know.
That's not posh. Please don't die live on stream. Please don't do that to us.
Man, you probably get a lot more subscribers.
I would get huge amount of subscribers. I would
Just
go
think about
from
how many people
600
will.
to 6,000 overnight. I would.
Yeah, just think about how many people replay this video.
I'm just saying, yeah, but it'd go from 600 to 6,000 overnight.
Yeah, you'd be viral, man.
I would.
Yeah, I don't want to die on live television.
Yeah, we don't want that. Liam might, but we don't.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I asked him not
babe,
to do
give
it.
me
Remember?
CPR. I need TPR, please. Mouse to mouse.
Oh, so Louise said she's going to get you some bright colored nail varnish for the next show, and you're going to wear it. So Matt is going to get a manicure, and he's going to wear a super bright, luminous pink. Okay, Louise.
Get those real long ones with the stickers on them and all that. Huh?
Oh yeah.
God.
And you got it. If you're going to do that, you might as well get those really long eyelashes too.
He's not dead enough yet. That's funny. Hey, Glaceries. How do you pronounce that? Glaceries? Okay. I always mispronounce your name. I'm sorry. How are you? Just having our normal hangout.
I know I did show this one off at Jerry's show, but I still gotta show it off at yours. I finally finished that one too.
What
Put
are
it
you
in the
using
box.
for lights again?
LED lights.
Just white.
White or a warm light. This one is a warm light.
It's a yellowy white, yeah.
Yeah. I prefer the white on sometimes on certain pictures, but some pictures are better. If you have black and white, I think the warm white would be better.
What's my opinion on anti-backlash nuts? I think for a lot of machines, especially those who do not lock the Z axis screws, when you stop a print, you don't lock the screw, and eventually it will drift down. Anti-backlash nuts saves that. If you're on a printer where you have a heavy print bed, it's our heavy axis. There's weight down on the screw, so it's not so bad. So when it's lifting, it's fine. If you find that that you're worried about motion on the Z screws, anti-backlash nuts eliminate that motion because it puts pressure up and down on the screw. So as a bed moves, it takes out the jiggle out of it. So it prevents it. If there's any play, it eliminates the play. So they can be really good, and they're not always needed. Like an Ender 5 Plus, you do not need them because the bed is heavy, and it's always the weight is always down heavy on the Z screws. On a lighter machine, they help a lot. If you have any play in the Z, when you're doing Z hop especially, they help a lot.
Does it get rid of the Z banding? Help with that?
Z banding. Z banding is often caused by a few other things. One could be the heating. Believe it or not, the heating of your bed can cause Z banding, right? Because if your bed is doing what's called bang bang heating, so it's not using PID, but it's heating, it's stopping, and it's not controlling temperature like PID does. You can run into the issue of that the variation in the temperature can actually cause Z banding. Z banding can often be caused as well by a warped screw, or these on your Z axis. Let me put myself big screen 1 second.
Belts being too loose or too tight can cause it also.
Belts being loose, belts being too tight can cause it. So make sure they're nice. They're tight, but not too tight to grip them. But see this, where your Z rod goes through it, that should never be tight. There should be a tiny little bit of play on that. If it's too tight, any deviation on the Z screw will actually cause the head or the axis to be pulled in a direction forward or backwards.
That makes more sense to me. Yeah.
And that will cause banding. So These should be locked. They should be
Snug, but not.
slightly snug, but very, very, very lightly. You should be able to move them a little bit with force.
Yeah.
And as long as you can move it, that will move instead of your axis moving. So there's some of the things, but belts is often a common one. The belts being too loose, or you can actually get it from the wheels on your on the Z, not being right and properly snugged in, or on your X-axis. Because if that wobbles, if your X-axis wobbles, that can cause bending. Or if these have any shifting motion at all, they're not nice and snug in the V grooves, that can cause it too. Even if flat wheel.
One of my printers on the X,
Yeah.
that if I tighten that belt too much, it feels like there's a dent in the wheel. You know, when you go across, it's like I was like, did it? I mean, I could tell exactly how tight that should be because of that. I just tighten it until that goes away, and it works great.
My eccentric nut the same way. You've got to loosen it up slightly.
Yeah.
You should be able to hold your bed firm, grab a wheel, and still be able to turn it and let it slips. If you can turn it too easy, you need to snug it up a little bit. Your wheels shouldn't be so tight you can't turn them when you're holding your bed still.
Like this. You can turn the wheel. And that, as long as you can spin it like that, it means you're snugged right. If you can't move the wheel by holding the axis without reeling an awful lot of force, you've over tightened it.
Every printer I've ever had, you get a ka-thunk right in the middle of the bed. And I've always had that, and you just got to back off that eccentric nut a little bit to get that to go away.
Yeah, and sometimes you can also find that if a printer has been used in a while, the palm wheels will actually flatten out. So if that happens, you can either use it for a while, and eventually it might loosen up, or just replace the wheels.
That's what I actually thought it was in the beginning, but it turned out it was the tension of the belt.
Yeah. Matt, there's a question there for you. Does Matt have them in his Creality machines?
I don't have Creality. I have G-Tex. All those up here are G-Tex, and 2 down here G-Tex, and the last one down there is a Focus.
The Focus,
Yeah. Then I have 2 resin printers now up here.
As soon as Creality starts having giveaways, Matt will win one, and he will have one.
I don't know. I don't know where to put them all. I mean, I love to have small printers, but I love to have printers from the same kind, you know, because this way it cuts down on maintenance, cuts down on spare parts what you have to buy. Because
that's true.
You save a lot of money if you have the same printer many times, you know.
Well, so if you have a print farm and you're using it for business, having them all the same makes a world of sense, because you can have them all. You buy in spare parts, and the spare parts,
no problem,
right? But if you're like as a hobbyist, it's not as big an issue. But for someone who's producing stuff, and especially if you have a production print farm, it makes sense for to have either all the same or multiples of the same machine, so it's easier.
This is for the bed. The shorter extrusion will be for the uprights, correct?
The shorter flat end extrusion are for the uprights, correct?
Yeah, these two here. These are the real long ones down here.
They are for the belt. The long ones are for the belt.
Yeah. And then the other two that are cut, obviously, I know what they're for.
Yeah, they are for the angle, yeah.
Okay.
They're all CR clones. All of those are CR clones. They're Ender clones or CR10 clones. Like the G-Check ones, and most FDM are clones of that same design. So, let me think of this here. Still, do you have them? Have what? What are you referring to? No. But he says, do you have them for his Creality?
Oh, I got a bone for it.
So what are you referring to when you say them? Glyceries?
Yeah, that's what I don't get.
Yeah, explain what you mean by do you have them? Because he has G-Tech machines, not Enders, not Creality machines, or CR machines, but they're all similar type of clones. And he's got 4 or 5 FDM printers?
No, I have 6. Actually, I have 8 FDM printers, but I only have 6 behind me.
Yeah. You're
Sorry.
talking about the anti-backlash nuts, maybe. Anti-backlash nuts. Do you have any of those in your printers, Matt?
Yeah, I have those on there. Yeah, all of them have them.
Okay. So it depends on each machine. Yeah, it depends on
And
the machine.
all of them are
Gave you a
dual
bump.
screws.
That was for Sony.
And also, except the 810 Pro,
Mhm.
that one only have one on it.
Yeah, but you can always add one. You can always add a second screw.
Yeah,
Oh,
but-
come on, hey man, how are you?
Then I have to find a new place for the power supply.
No, you don't, because all you need is a bracket with a bearing for the screw to sit in, and then you don't actually have to put in a separate motor. And what you can do is you can put an idler on the top of the one that you already have, and then run a belt to the other one with an idler on that, and that will drive them both without having to add a second motor. You do not need a second motor to do a dual Z. You don't.
Yeah,
No, it
but-
works perfect. It ties them together.
I do agree, but one problem is if you don't have it perfectly level, one side can always be like this.
Yeah, but once here's the secret: level them
I have
first.
the habit of
Yeah, no,
twisting
level them
them with
first.
my hands.
Get them trammed first, right? With
Yeah.
let's say a block or whatever. 2 pieces the same size on each side, right?
Yeah.
Bring your X down. Get it aligned. Then attach the idler, and then they'll always be in sync because the teeth on the belt will keep them in sync into the idler. Then they will always move. Yeah, so square them first, and then put the belt between them, and then it will actually move. The only thing you have to make is a bracket on the bottom, and I'm sure there's mods out there already for it, that you can put up like a piece of metal on the bottom, put a bearing, put a Z-rod into it, and mount it again on the top with an idler. So you have to create those brackets, which may already exist, and then you just put the idlers across it and a belt. You don't, and then ideally you put a belt tensioner on top. Some of my printers have a belt tensioner between the two, and the belt tensioner allows you to build tension between the two Z screws to make sure the belt doesn't go slack.
Yeah, right now I have no problems with it, so I don't think I'm gonna upgrade them.
All right, I'm just saying if you go that way, you do not have to do the second Z. The other option is
It's a small machine, you know, and all the bigger machines that really come with it. And
there goes the neighborhood. Hey, Lama.
hey, Lama, how are you?
So
Hey, done.
Where's the pumpkin maker?
How's life?
pumpkin's over in detention.
Oh,
Hey, Zolan.
isolation unit, huh?
I don't know what's wrong with it. It's gotten new motors, new board,
on.
new power supply. Won't
Here's
fix it.
the link.
Hey, Zolon.
Tripod's Garage. Hello, hello.
Hey, John, how are you?
Sure, bud.
I just posted a link. You're going to come in. So, but why? I have the idea of keeping the eccentric nuts. What? The eccentric nuts and nuts calibration is enough. It is, but he's talking about his Z screws. He wants to add a second Z screw, and there are ways of doing it without adding a second stepper motor. You can just link them with idlers, and it'll work.
Because the nice part is I can take anything of my G-Tex, like the motherboard out, and replace it with the other motherboard, and use any one as spare part because all of them use the same hot end. And yeah, I mean, if one goes down, it's very easily to change. Even so, I have 2 different types of machines of G-Tex.
Yeah, because they have
changeable.
they're common components, which makes it easier for upgrading and for switching out parts when they die. And we have the Zolan. Hey, man.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm helping Bruminate out a little bit. He's still trying to learn things.
Okay.
Hey, Zolan and Llama, I'm sure you already know. You've seen it in chat, but John up top, he already changed his name, Dumb Dev. Okay. All right.
Yeah, he changes.
I didn't realize he changed his name on screen.
Yeah, he changed himself. So, so backlash nuts and extra Z screws are easy to do. But I agree. If you're running production, especially...
Can't hear you, Zolan.
Yeah, you muted yourself.
I was muted over here on purpose because I'm talking to Bruminate, trying to help him understand what's happening.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. But what was I saying? I can't remember now. Nah, it must have been important because I can't remember. So that's what you
I know.
thought.
Sometimes I can't remember what I said a few seconds ago, and I'm like, "What did I say?"
Well, that's because you're old, man.
No,
As long as you're not
no,
dropping
no.
F-bombs again.
I know.
I've been bouncing all over Twitch, and that's pretty common. You pretty much hear anything and everything on Twitch.
What the hell's flapping off here?
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
Hello.
Hey,
Okay.
Stay away.
Yep, you're here. You're here, Bruminate.
I am
You
here.
got
Yes.
dog ears on your headset.
Oh my God.
Nice to meet you.
You as
Yeah.
well.
He was here last week, weren't you? You were here last week.
I know. I've met 1, 2, 3 of.
For a little bit.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. Hold on. Right. Jerry 3DHP. I've seen him. I've never talked to him.
Very nice to meet you.
So-
You as well, John Dum Dum Dev. You I've never seen or talked to, but hello. And all the others I've seen and.
So, for those who don't know, Bruminate is a good friend of mine that I've known from the IRC days. He is not technically a maker. He's actually he's becoming a creator. He does a news website called Bruminate. He also used to be an adjunct professor of history and other things, and he is interested in making things.
And I'm technically an idiot. Complete 100%.
You will fit right in with the rest of us then.
No.
Not in.
We're all idiots, just variations of them, right? We're all various levels of idiots.
Nobody's an idiot. We all know what we know, and we always learn from each other. And we're
Oh,
always
no, I'll admit I'm an idiot.
Oh,
Sorry. I'll openly admit I'm an idiot.
everybody's getting the trash panda because I need to go on puppy watch, but still want to be here.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, no, it's well, we all learn at some point, right?
No, we all pretended to learn.
Say that again?
We all
Some did,
pretended to
some
learn.
not.
Yeah. So yeah, Chris, you got it right. He came to the right group. He fits right in.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I even gave him my coupon for the $99 printer at Micro Center.
But he can generate one too, or you can always generate another one. It's easy.
Yep.
But you can only do one per address. So if you generated it,
Test.
he has to use your address to buy it.
Oh, I did not know that.
Because it's in their system. It's linked to your address. So he might be easier just to send him the link and let him generate his own code.
Yeah, I actually.
Yeah, I'll do that later.
I looked it up
Hey,
already.
Ben?
I can do that. I think. So.
Yeah, it takes 5 minutes, and they send you a text message, and the text message has a link, and
Right.
that link brings you to the coupon, and you print it out, and you're done.
And there you go. Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, man, Brady, how you doing?
So, Ben, how's life? I was actually thinking of you recently about CAD stuff because you do a lot of CAD, and I was thinking about reaching out to you about if I can get the design files for this bell printer. I want to tweak some of the designs to take the different parts like this. I gave them the measurements, and they're supposed to be doing the adjustments
There we go.
for the power supply, but they haven't done them yet. But if I can get the source files for the CAD off them, I was thinking of reaching out to you about it. We are still alive.
Bruminate, you remind me of an older Harry Potter.
Mr. 3D editing.
No, I had
agree
to
with
look that up. A month ago, I had nephews sort of calling me Harry Potter, and I was, why are you calling me that? And
Oh, your
Harry
glass.
Potter was?
and they sent me pictures, and because I've never read or looked or seen Harry Potter.
Wait,
Okay.
now, I have a question for you.
Real good movies.
You haven't seen or read or heard about Harry Potter.
No,
I
I've
have-
heard about it. I've heard about Harry Potter. I've never looked at the books or a movie or anything like that.
Because I was about to ask you, what rock are you living under?
No, of course I'd heard of it.
Well, Liam, you're always telling everybody how I don't watch movies. I'm too busy working.
Oh,
Hey,
who
actually,
doesn't? Wait,
Liam-
now, I'm a
Liam-
kid at heart. Who hasn't watched
Liam-
Harry Potter?
Liam,
Yes, sir.
Bruminate is worse than you when it comes to that.
I don't.
Oh, wow.
I watch no movies or TV shows.
I
Wow.
watch movies.
Life's too short. There's a lot of cool stuff out there.
Yeah.
It's just not my thing. I don't know.
Well,
Okay.
I'm a nerd. I like sci-fi. I like I like fantasy stuff, like Harry Potter and magic and all this kind of stuff. So, like I got when I got the first Harry Potter book, I was a grown adult, got the first Harry Potter book, and I heard about everybody was reading this and what it was about. So I got the first book. I sat down in bed one night. On a Friday night, I opened the book and started reading it. 3 a.m., I closed the back page. I had finished it. I couldn't put it down. And then I went out and bought the next one, and I sat down, and I finished that in a week. I finished that in a day. And I went out and bought the next one, and I just kept going through them.
Oh, wow.
That's how addictive they are. They're really good stories. The storylines are excellent. Even though it's about kids, mostly, it's a really good storyline.
I mean, how do you think you managed to live before TV and radio?
Yeah, I know.
They were
They told
reading,
each other, even before books and writing, they told each other stories, right? So, it's a really good story, though.
Yeah, I mean, I've got nothing against movies and television. I mean, I used to watch a whole lot of movies and a whole lot of television when I was younger. It's just, as I got older, it just became less and less of my thing, and then I stopped altogether.
Okay. I only watch the shows that are interesting for me, and that's it.
Do me a favor. Can you do me a favor? Can you mute your channel, your side for a moment? I think there's feedback coming in from your side.
Are you talking to me?
No.
Liam, do it one at a time, and you'll figure it out while we're all talking.
Yeah, I'm hearing everybody's voice like garbled really quietly every now and then.
So yeah, let me do one at a time and see where it's coming from.
It's probably me.
Please don't be me. I don't want to be the cause of this crap.
No,
It's okay.
It's Lama.
Even if it is, we can deal with it.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's a bit of a feedback coming in on your side, Lama.
I think Llama's got gas. That's what we're hearing, that noise. That's what that is.
I think he's got there seems to be a loop of sound coming back. Maybe he's got two microphones turned on or something.
Tom Llama's usually real talkative. He's quiet today. He's kind of bummed, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on, Lama?
Oh, it's definitely Llama messing up because he just said something and it got worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Llama had the same problem yesterday.
Oh, you know what? I had that problem before.
Oh, that hurts.
That's
Yeah.
noisy.
Yeah, that's real static.
Hang on. I'll be back.
All right.
All right.
All right, man. Yeah, definitely the
Dum
Lama.
Dum disappeared too. He was so bad. He just poof.
Well, yeah, I don't know where he went to. So what are you, Bruin mate? What's going on with you?
Nothing. I'm learning a lot of things, and I had to go bother Zolan for a little bit. And
Hey, Liam,
he had
can
to
I-
calm me down.
I would like to throw a request for help from people, if
Okay,
that's
of course.
okay. So Bruminate would like to be able to stream at 1080p on Twitch, which means he has to get to affiliate. So let's get everybody to follow him.
Yeah.
Yep. Throw shout outs on.
Go out to do a shout out for him in chat, or if you want to paste the link in the private chat.
Oh, wow.
And
I
paste it
really
there.
appreciate that a lot.
So
Because-
don't use Firefox on StreamYard.
Yeah, it's better with-
On a Mac.
Hey,
On a Mac.
Ruminate.
Yeah,
If you become affiliate, and we had anything to do with it, go watch all the Harry Potter movies.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah. Wow.
No, the books are
You know
better.
what?
The books are better than
Wow.
movies. Harry.
Okay, see now I should rephrase this. I say I never watch. I have like I can't even count them anymore. 12 nephews and nieces. No, yeah, 12 nephews and nieces, and then 24 great nephews and great nieces, and once in a blue moon, one of them will like beg me to watch something. I'm like, oh God, okay, I'll go watch it. Or they bet me on something and I've lost, and I've had so when I say I don't watch these, I don't like voluntarily unless unless it's something like that, or one of my great nieces, she's 4 years old and she's stuck on this Frozen movie.
Oh yeah, Disney Frozen.
Oh, God help me if I have to see that thing one more time.
Bruminate only watched W. Dutch Dallas because he's in Houston.
Well,
yes. So if you help me get affiliate, I'll watch. Oh my God, at least the first. Is there how many movies are there?
8.
I don't know.
8.
Is it 8 or 6 or 8?
Yeah, 8.
8.
Oh no!
If you include the magical beasts, there's more.
Just watch one, and if you like it, then watch more. But at least watch one.
I'll watch the first one.
Two of the
Yeah,
best.
we did.
Zolan posted. I'm currently following you. Everybody in chat, go follow Bruminate. Zolan posted a link. Followers are free. Give him a follow.
I don't think
now. Now, word of warning for people. Word of warning. Bruminate's lives are going to be about current affairs, news, and historical significance.
Oh, yes.
So there will be politics involved.
Uh-oh.
I won't do it on anyone else's channel. I don't talk about it anywhere else, but that's what my thing is about.
Okay. You should get a lot of people coming to watch, actually, especially if you talk about current events. And the history around them.
I have, oh boy, okay. I'm in a StreamYard tab on this Twitch tab.
Yep, that's us.
Okay, on the Twitch tab, can I go anywhere? Like I have to stay on here in Twitch?
No, you can close it. You don't need it.
You can close it. Once you're in here with us, you don't need it as long as you're not going somewhere else.
Debbie does Denver.
Oh, okay.
So I'm assuming if you talk about current events and the history,
Ben.
So I'm assuming if you talk about current events and the history of what's causing current events and so on, and the history behind them, I think you get a lot of people watching.
Well, I hope, we'll see.
Yeah, you'd have to do your research on each topic, but if you do it on a regular basis, like once or twice a week or something like that, and you have all the history in the background of it, and you present and discuss it, I think a lot of people would watch that. And once the word gets out about it.
Well, the goal will be to do it. Well, I don't know. I've got to work all that out. But
I get on YouTube every morning when I wake up, and I watch current events overseas, what's going on in the UK and Russia and everything.
Yeah, in all those places. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think that would be interesting content, actually. Did you get a printer yet?
No, not yet. I'm going to go and get one very soon.
Okay, cool.
That
Ender 3 Pro.
That one.
Okay. Mine is here in pieces.
I almost had him talked into the Focus, but $100, you can't really beat that.
No, you can't beat that price. And it might take a bit of tweaking, but for $100, it does print.
Yeah.
Right. But mine is in. I don't know if you know, but I've been converting mine. Into a belt printer. So this is the x-axis of it. A belt printer is with the normal print bed is replaced with a belt, and you print continuously, so you can actually print really long parts.
Sure.
Parts over and over and over again.
What's that belt made of?
Sorry?
What's that belt made of?
It feels like a build tack type of surface, and it's nylon on the inside.
I've seen this. This is it's like $1,000, right?
It's like a which?
No, this one's actually a conversion kit. It's only like $400.
Well, they don't even have a price on it yet.
I thought it was on Kickstarter already.
Are they putting this on Kickstarter or no?
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
It's an open source printer.
TIG-Tac.
Yeah, I think TIG-Tac just did a launch party.
Yeah.
Did I miss that? They never announced it in the groups. I didn't know they were doing a Kickstarter.
I'm pretty sure.
But myself and Jerry are baiting. And so far, I've done the upper part of the assembly. I built that on Saturday.
Oh.
Wow.
And
sorry, my computer's not happy.
Sure. And I'll be doing another part of the build this coming weekend. And in the meantime, when I get a chance, I'm going to start playing around with this with building the firmware for it. I need to create firmware for it because they haven't released firmware. They said they're going to, but they haven't done so yet. All the plastic parts are available on GitHub to be printed.
Oh,
so yeah, Jerry has a list there. Let me show Jerry's. Jerry has a display of all the parts that are in the kit. So that's the kit, and its components that we're going to use to convert that inner 3 into a belt printer.
Ta-da!
Yeah, since Bruminate's talking about getting the Ender 3, I was going to actually have him stream the assembly, and I was going to help him with it.
Yeah,
Nice.
you need to, because that is an actual kit component. It's every piece of it has to be bolted together. There's no.
Oh, I know. I've got 3 of them. I know.
Did you think it's
I have 3 of them.
for him to do that? Do you think
an
it
Ender
would have
3
been just
Pro.
easier for him just to buy a ready-made one, like where he just have to screw the gantry?
Yes. You're right. Yes, you're right, Matt. You're right. Except for it's $225 and a weight state, or $100, and if he doesn't like it, it's $100, and I buy the printer off of him.
Okay.
That's the thing. We're if he doesn't like the hobby because it's too frustrating, I'm the fallback to make sure he doesn't waste his money.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
But yes, you're right. The Focus would be an optimal printer for it. But
yeah.
And so when are you coming to Houston again, Zola? June?
I think it's June.
Yeah, I think it was June.
So Ben, it's an Ender 3 Pro. The kit will work for an Ender 3 or an Ender 3 Pro, but the base in the base there are 2 components you print, which I have over there somewhere. But they are they're units to hold a power supply and to mount the power supply and to mount the main board and wiring. And the problem is the power supply and the Ender 3 Pro is wider by 10 millimeters than the Ender 3 is, the original Ender 3, because it's got a Meanwell power supply. And because hey Corey, and because of that, the Ender 3 Pro power supply, the case for that does not fit. So I have given them the measurements to make the changes, but I'm waiting for them to do so, which is why I said earlier on to you that if I get the design files, I might just reach out to you for it. The STL files are available already for this design, but it'll have to be tweaked to take the other machine. But other than that, it works, right? Everything else fits. So I'm building. I can always figure out a way later on to mount the power supply if I need to externally. There's not an issue there.
And I just thought of something, Matt. If you really want Bruminate to go with the Focus printer, how about you go win him one and just mail it to him?
Well, tomorrow is the Focus on the stream giveaway.
Tomorrow's their anniversary, 1 year.
That's 4 a.m. in the morning, my time, is when they're having that, so I won't be awake.
Yeah, not happening for me.
For me.
I am just getting out of bed at that point.
Yeah, Ben, if you check the Ender 3s and the Ender 3 Pro, you will see there's a 10 millimeter difference between the power supplies width, because the Meanwell is a wider power supply than the old cheapo power supplies that they put in the original Ender 3s. Bunch of great people here.
The thickness of the cheapo is thicker than the Meanwell. The Meanwell
is higher, but it was narrower, and this was designed for the narrow version. So I'll be awake at that for that stream tomorrow morning. Because I'm up at 5 in the morning, so at 7 in the morning I'm getting ready to take my son to school, or 7:15.
I gotta go. I thought Mom was yelling at the TV, but she's yelling for me.
Take care, Llama.
Take care, man.
Take care, Llama.
I was looking for Bruminate on Twitch. I couldn't find him because I was typing in Bruminator.
A question, guys. Can I turn StreamYard from white into dark mode?
Is there a dark mode? I don't think
There's
they have
no
a dark
dark mode in StreamYard UI. No.
Because right now it's blinding me because my eyes are really sensitive right now.
Matt, you have to use a browser plugin to do it, because StreamYard itself does not have a dark mode.
Yeah.
All right.
Why not?
StreamYard actually isn't that old. They're fairly new.
It's not,
you considered it, okay.
I didn't even realize.
So so far, and that's not what they said. Yes, sir.
The stock power supply is 2 inches thick. The mean well is a little bit over an inch thick.
Correct.
Well,
That's what he was saying.
It's not the thickness; it's the width is a problem.
How dare you argue with Mr. Know-It-All?
All the measurements are the same. Other than the thickness. All the measurements are identical other than the thickness.
Well, there must be a different version of it out there then, because when I printed that, it was 105 millimeters wide, and the power supply that I got with the Pro was 115, I believe it is. I think it's 105 and 115. So it will not fit.
The regular enders, the original ones, are what I have, and the original Pro.
Well, they must have different versions of the power supplies, because this is a power supply. This is the box.
Actually,
designed.
Liam.
Yes,
Liam,
sir.
You are correct and you're wrong. You're correct in one thing.
Go on.
They did change the power supply out through the years because I have 303s here, and one of them has a slightly different shaped power supply.
Okay, so I think they did design it.
And I don't have a Pro. All of mine are just base model out Ender 3s.
Where did I put the power supply? I had it here a while ago.
Tech Daddy 47. Hello.
Hey, Tech. Yeah. Oh no.
Hey,
we have troublemaker coming in.
Oh no.
Come on, is he joining? Come on, Tim. Get connected.
Oh, DeWitt?
No, Mr. Hoogland.
Oh.
Hey, Tim. Now you want to talk about power supply sizes? Here's the guy right here.
Hey, Tim, how's life?
So
it's good.
Bruminate. Tim Hoagland runs TH3D. It is a printing supplies and other things. Also, a really good knowledge base if you need to look up something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And if you buy anything from it, the support is fantastic. The guys are great.
And except if you get Tim. If you get Tim, it sucks.
Yeah. Then you
well, that's why I have people I pay to handle the support now.
Oh, I saw your post today with your goodbye note and so on.
Yeah. Yep, that's all she wrote. It's good. Moving.
Did you lose weight?
About 35 pounds since September.
Wow.
You don't ask another man about his weight.
I mean, yesterday I lost about 250 pounds. So.
Well, yes.
The unified firmware is great, by the way. I've used the unified firmware; it's excellent.
I'm actually working on a printer for one of my neighbors here. It's actually one of the old artillery AL4s that I was actually going to be basing. It was like 3 years ago now when I was going to have us build our own printers. These are going to be like the base that we used. Hang on. There we go. And just going over it, did a whole hot end upgrade with the 5015 fan. Basically just overhauled the whole thing. Got all the cables all managed and everything all nicely. So it's not a rat's nest anymore. I'm trying to rotate my camera here. So.
And you put in metal extruder parts too. Nice.
Yeah. He actually had gotten that before, but he had used it, and then the control box fan died. The power supply was having issues, so new control box fan, new power supply. Replaced a bunch of the wiring because it just had poor quality connectors on it.
Yeah.
New hot end fan for the layer and the cold end fan, and then just basically go over the whole machine. I actually added a second MOSFET in, so so I'm using the second hot end output on the board because it is a dual extruder cable board, but we have a second MOSFET, so that's controlling this fan, so that shuts off when the hot end goes under 50C. Okay. And then the control box fan shuts off a minute after the last driver and MOSFET stop delivering power. So when the motors are disabled, it'll give it a minute to cool down and they'll shut it off. So basically the printer doesn't make any noise if it's just sitting there idling. The one thing I noticed, which is common with these have like an MKS Gen L board in them.
Mhm.
If you notice, and I noticed this, so I'm going to fix this for him. Look at the hot end temperature. It'll bounce around. Give it a sec. Like you'll see it go to like 228, 229, 231, 232.
A PID should
So it
fix
needs a
that, right?
PID.
No, it's already at a PID. So the problem is these boards are known for having issues with the 5-volt rail. You see it jumping around there, like it just went from 231 to 229. So what you do is, because they're not bad boards other than these issues when they crop up, is I just made this up. This is going to go on the 5-volt pins, and this is 1,000 UF 10-volt Nichicon low ESR cap, and this will go across the 5-volt pins to just smooth the power out, and that'll fix it.
Oh, so you're doing the same thing you do for the flight controllers and the ESCs on quads.
Yeah, so I luckily had, these are audio grade ones. I wrapped it in heat shrink just so if it's just going to be hanging out on the board. But just literally crimped on the legs to 2 little DuPonts, then heat shrunk.
You know what's interesting about you heat shrinking that?
What?
Is if it does overvolt and pop, it's going to be even bigger of a pop.
It's just really flexible heat shrink.
Hey,
Plus the
Ryan.
vent, you can see here the vent is still exposed.
Okay,
but yeah, so I'll pop
Yeah.
that on there after it's done with this print, and then it should be good to go. But it's not doing too bad.
Slow-mo guys actually just a couple days ago released a video of using the Phantom cameras watching capacitors go pop.
Ooh, I like blowing up caps. Hang on, manual.
And from watching that, those vents do not always work.
No, they do not. I may or may not have pranked people that worked here by having capacitors randomly set to pop under desks. It's funny. Like little 100 UF ones that just make a little pop, and then they're wondering what the hell just blew up.
Yeah, so Ben, you said they were measured at 115 and 113. This is only 105. When they designed this part, it's only 105 wide. So it's designed for the really old power supply, is what it's designed for. So I've already done measurements to upgrade it.
Yeah,
Astro printer.
It's doing pretty well. He was like, "Well, should I just get a CR10?" I was like, "Honestly, like this is basically a CR10 with just 100 millimeters less of build height. So if you don't need the build height, you already have the printer. Might as well just, you're doing the same upgrades to it that you'd probably do anyways. So
change a couple extrusions and you've got that 100 back."
That's what I told him. I was like, "You literally just replace these 2 uprights, get a longer lead screw, and make a change in the firmware, and boom, you have your 400 height."
Liam.
Yes, sir.
So yeah.
Enigma, just subscribe with Prime. Do you have a Twitch window open so you can see these?
I do not have Twitch window open. No.
Open a Twitch window because I don't always catch everything on Twitch.
Okay, let me go in there 1 second.
I'm actually getting impatient. I'm just going to put the cap on now because I want to show you guys. It's such a simple fix.
Seeing you with that pretty blue shirt on there, I thought you were going out on a hot date, Tim.
No.
Yeah, make sure you get the positive and negative right.
Yeah, I did. I labeled them on the heat shrink, so I know which leg goes which.
Yeah,
otherwise I go
having it backwards one time.
Yeah, I should. I like realized it was doing that. Like I saw like when I first did when I heated it up to like because there was some damage to the hot end, fixed all that. Like basically, I just went over the whole damn machine and get it back to like better than new, And I was like looking at that, and I forgot that these boards were known to have these issues because I haven't worked on a machine with one of these older boards in a while. But it's got the 2560 18 megas, so it's not like it's garbage. Just it's an older board, but it'll do fine for what he's gonna do. So, and I'm pretty sure. Gotta look it up. I'm pretty sure these 2 pins down here where I need to go on to J13. Just gotta look up the pin out. So yeah, just trying to wrap this up. Post the stream from today to our podcast. Just strip the audio out. So
yeah, I couldn't join the ask because it's during my work day. So.
Oh, you mean you had to work?
Yeah, I know.
the
Some of us
MKS
have
Gen
to
L.
some of us have to do that 34-letter word work, you know.
That's what I do. I'm working right now. I just get to do stuff that I really enjoy.
Well,
Yeah, J13. So 5-volt is towards the bottom of the board.
Yeah, mine are
Ground
both
is above it. Where did I put my little cap, doohickey? Oh, it's right here. All right, so 5 volts towards the bottom, ground's towards the top. All right. And just pop that on there, and that should smooth everything out.
let's see. So we have, I got Storm Monkey followed me today. Orion's Enigma subscribed again with Prime. Thank you, Orion's Enigma. Thank you for the subscription. Let's see what else is there. Miss Cottontail. Oh, that was 3 days ago, so we've seen that one already.
Loopy Luke and I, but I think it was earlier.
Yeah.
She might have posted that earlier, but if you're still there, Loopy,
I'll show you my wiring jobby here.
Yeah, let me make you full screen so we can see better. One moment.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, so there's all the wiring here. So you see a little MOSFET module I put down here. That's for the controller fan here. This just goes onto a spare I/O pin. You tell Marlon what pin it's on. And then got ferrules on everything, 12-gauge wire feeding the bed MOSFET. I left the stock wiring here, but they had 2 fork terminals stacked up onto these. So I got them crimped down into 1 terminal. Meanwhile, power supply instead of the random brand one they had in there. Then, yeah, just put some hot snot on here to keep it from the plugs from pulling out when you open it up. And then you can see my little cap just hiding right there.
Hey, Tim, a long time ago, you had me buy that great big giant honking soldering iron to desolder on a CR10 bed, remember?
Yeah, the Weller.
Okay, is that just going to be the same issue with an Ender 3 to desolder those wires?
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, like, it's still, yeah, beds are a pain in the ass in general to solder.
Because I was telling Liam that if he has a real small soldering iron, he probably won't be able to desolder the wires on Ender 3 bread. He'll just have to run new wiring. He's building.
I have a buddy of mine anyway who's got soldering equipment.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan, how are you? But I have one of those normal Weller pin ones. That should work, and if it doesn't, I can always get to my buddy.
It needs to be. In my experience, somebody asked me this on the stream. If you watched it, Liam, about
it's working, man.
Yeah, somebody asked me on the stream about that, and yeah, I found that you need at least 100 watts to get the job done. So let's see here. I'm just going to turn the.
I will check. If not, as I said, a buddy of mine who's not far away. He has he's a Sparks by trade. So
but Liam, since you have a new heat bed like I do from the company, you can just run new silicone wires and resolder those. The old one just put in the bin or the drawer or whatever. Don't use old.
Well, I can just trim off the wires and just strip them and resolder again.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem.
All right, let's see if that did the trick. So I kicked the fan on just so it's like a little more of a struggle. But that should smooth it out. Oh, it's going to take a sec. At 230. It's actually worse at the higher temperatures because you got less headroom on the resistance variances. So what happens is the reason why the temperatures fluctuate around Creality had this issue is your thermistor is used at 5-volt rail as a reference, and then the CPU reads the voltage coming through because the thermistor is changing its resistance as the temperature changes. So it's got a table that knows, okay, this resistance, it's going to be this temp. That resistance, it's at that temp. So if that 5-volt rail is going up and down, your temperature is also going to go up and down because the voltage going to the I/O pin that's reading it is going to be getting...
It's fluctuating.
Yeah. So, like Creality boards have had this issue. Some of these MKS Gen Ls have this issue. A lot of Big Tree Tech boards, I think they're 1.2 E3 minis and the 2.0s had issues. Like it's just, it's such a basic thing. You would think it would be obvious, but good capacitors. I mean, that capacitor I just popped in there was probably $1. It's a Nichicon audio grade one. So, I had a leftover from when I recapped a old Pentium 4 motherboard. So.
Cool.
Matt, Ryan's Enigma. What's he saying in chat? I can't read it. Something about Justin Bieber being drunk. Anyway, I can't read it. I think it's German. I can only read a couple words, and I'm
he asked me. he asked me if I was drinking too many beers, but no, just drowsy, and the whiteness of my screen is blinding my eyes, and my eyes are really sensitive now. So, sorry
well, if
about
you turn
that,
on
guys,
lights in the
but-
room, so it's brighter in the room,
Put on
it won't bother your eyes as much.
Put on sunglasses, buddy.
Well, no, if you turn
Yeah,
on lights in the room,
no, I have everything on. Everything is on.
So,
Got
so look at, you can see here, it's finally hitting the PID loop, and I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to re-PID tune it now that that cap's installed. But that's pretty steady. That's even with the layer fan at 100%. That's pushing. I've got a sock on it, but that's also pushing a lot of air past it. So little fixes.
Oh, Zolan, isn't that what you said Mama does when she's like, the tavern's closed right now?
Yep. Milk
How's
bar
that?
is closed.
Look how solid that temperature is now, just by adding that capacitor.
yeah.
It's
And
amazing.
Good night.
Also,
Ryan.
because
Thank you,
also when I get drowsy, that's one of the reasons I'm not allowed to drive cars. A car, not allowed to drive.
I'm gonna roll, guys.
Take care,
Okay.
Dum Dum. Nice
I'm
meeting
done.
you. Nice meeting you.
Okay, John.
Have a
Later.
great night, y'all. Have a good night.
Good night.
Later, Ryan Enigma.
That's really good. Look how stable it is. I was expecting it to fluctuate a little bit, but like,
It seems to be
It's-
fine, yeah.
oh hell yeah, that one little thing.
There we go.
So here we go. Let's do this. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna PID tune it. Temperature. I should do like
So
235.
PID tuning, Matt, Bruminate, what he's talking about there is basically the board will ramp up the temperature to what you set, and then it'll let it cool off, ramp it up again, and it measures the voltages and the resistances, so that way it can hold a steady temperature later.
Well, it's just so what it's doing. It's checking to see how quick of a ramp
I'm-
up and ramp down.
I'm doing a very high level explanation of it. Bruminate is not technically inclined.
You're so
That's
mean.
That's no. That's to say the absolute least.
Well, he's thinking of getting into 3D printing.
Do you have tons of free time? Because it'll fix that real quick.
No, I don't have tons, but I have enough.
Hey,
Yes.
Tim, don't he look like an older Harry Potter?
Oh,
He does. It's the glasses. It's just the glasses.
So, Zolan, when you meet him in June, you have to tattoo the lightning bolt scar on his forehead.
Okay, he changed it.
Yeah, are you guys?
Come on,
I'm
leave
actually just starting to work on the logistics for Murph. Who's all going?
I'm going. I already got my hotel reserved.
Got my hotel
Where's everybody?
room,
Where's everybody staying at?
Holiday Inn Express.
The
UK.
I'm staying at the Holiday Inn Express. I already told them to charge it to TH3D, so I'm good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'm good.
I'm staying at the
Well, then
same
I guess-
place Greg stayed at last year.
Well then, Dan, I guess you're gonna be low in the low cut shirt and be our booth babe. Then how's that?
You know what? I gotta do what I gotta do, man.
Wait,
I
now,
gotta do what I gotta do.
Did it take
Dan?
a lot of moves to get your hair like that? You had to
Have
pull
you
out a
been?
move?
I was going to say, have you been sleeping in the cardboard boxes lately? What's going on here?
Did you hairstyle?
It's really hot in here, and I keep going like this to pull my hair back because I haven't gotten a haircut yet. So I keep pulling back, and I just let it go. I'm like, forget it.
If I saw you on the street and I didn't know you, I'd think you were a crazy homeless guy.
Yeah.
If I saw him on the street and didn't know him, I'd be trying to give him a cheeseburger.
Well, it was this. Let's put it this way,
No,
guys.
no, you'd know I eat a lot of
He's not
cheeseburgers, and
homeless,
you get
but you
below
were
the
right about
camera
the
here.
first
There's
Well, he's
Yeah.
not homeless, but you were right about the first part about him being crazy.
Did you put your finger in the socket? In the electric socket.
here. Hold on.
I liked it better up in there, actually.
Oh, do you guys?
Yeah, no, it was better the other way.
This. I have to fix this
Feminine.
too. Do you guys notice there's a little line of pixels missing on the LCD here?
No, because all we see is a blurry blue.
Well,
No,
now,
I see it.
Full screen.
Hey,
Hey, Thomas, how are you?
Hey, Maker Viking.
Wrong. I already moved
so
over.
much for that.
Why did you not do that? Come on.
Speaking of peeps, I looked for the ones that you were talking about, Zolan. I couldn't find any.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
Here, if you look, can you move me around, Liam?
I've already done it. I'm waiting for. Is it not doing it?
No,
drag
I
it.
still see Zolan.
Nope.
Just drag it.
You're on me.
I know how to do it. It's just.
So
you
do you see? Do you see? There's a line of pixels missing here.
Yep.
Yeah, the top of.
So
the,
watch.
Yep.
If I press on here, look at.
Actually, you're missing a bottom one too on that one because
Oh,
it said
it's
7
that
a second. No,
No, do you see how it came back when I pressed on it?
Yeah.
It's
That's
so whoever installed the screen in here over tightened the screws.
Yeah.
So I just gotta reinstall it. But it just did its PID tune, so now I can go ahead and store that to the EEPROM. Oh no, not reset. Store. There we go. And that'll button this up. I'll run one more test print on it, but yeah. So yeah, if you ever have an LCD where you've got like a line of pixels missing, it's because you over tightened the screws. There's like a membrane that sits between the LCD, like the glass itself, and the PCB. And if you tighten them down too much, it causes it to separate, and then it loses connection. That's where you get missing pixels from. So, 2.5 mil.
Oh, that reminds me. Why I got all of you here.
Yes, sir.
Oh no.
Which one of you ordered me the X-Force Deadpool Build-A-Bear?
Not me.
Not me.
No.
Because somebody ordered it who knows my address and knows my actual name.
Hey Zolan, if I sent them to you, it'd be a bag of Choco Dicks, okay?
Yeah.
That'd be John Mack. That'd be John Mack.
And happy birthday again,
Tim.
Viking.
3D printed. 3D printed myself. Choco Dicks.
I know you are, on in the play field again, but I don't swing that way. So
I'm not in the play field again.
Zolan is the Zolan in Twitch. Matt is Tactile 3D. But it's the Zolan is what you find, is where you find him on if you want to follow him.
Oh, you can't tag me right now, Orion's Enigma, because I don't have Twitch chat open.
Yeah, but he can still find your channel by searching for the Zolan.
Are you guys? Are we? Where? I don't even know.
Yeah, but he's trying to do an at tag. He's trying to do an at tag, and it ain't going to work.
He's on Twitch and YouTube right now, Tim.
Okay. So I have a Twitch account for TH3D. I just never did anything with it.
It's good for casual, for hangouts and stuff like that, for community interaction. It's really good.
Yeah, I've actually been Discord's like video hangout chat thing is actually pretty nice. I've been using that a lot. So, I also I gotta go get them from the shop, but I also, to get the like the whole ambiance and everything going in the new office downstairs, I have I think they're 5 or 6 feet tall. They're aluminum channels with addressable lights in them. And I'm sure they have some random Chinese like controller, but I saw they were addressable, and I'm pretty sure, I'm like, okay, I could probably replace their controller with an ESP and tie it into Home Assistant. But they go in the corners of the room and provide indirect lighting, and I got them for like $20 a piece instead of 50. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick these up.
The link to those.
So the coupon code I got through you guys ever heard of a site called Snag Shout?
No.
They give you coupons, and sometimes those coupons work on multiple quantities. So I lucked out and was able to get those. So I got to get them from the shop. They just came in today because my team was like, "What are these long ass tubes that came in?" I was like, or from UPS. I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, oh wait, they're the lights.
That is the free man Tim you're listening to, Tripod. Yeah, you are right.
He's not free. I think.
Oh, he ain't free. He's trying to send me a bag of. Anyways.
He's not really free because he is seeing somebody. So.
I am not married anymore. Thank God.
Yes.
He's a free agent. Well, he's not a free agent, but he's no
freer.
longer a contract.
Be single and date for the rest of your life to be much happier.
It's not a bad idea. Either that or
And
get a good
if you get
prenup.
older, you get lonely. You got your dog, so you're good to go.
Yeah, my dog that's passed out. Do you guys see him back there? Wait, hang on. Let me switch my cams. Do you guys see him back there? He's literally
dogs. That reminds me.
He's literally
dinner.
He loves
He's
that
literally.
stuff.
That's why I got that. I bought that. Okay, like a really nice dog bed was gonna be like $150. That futon was $120 on Walmart when I got it. And yeah, it's literally I got that for the dogs.
Yeah.
I didn't get it because I wanted a futon in my office for me. I got it because I knew the dogs would like it, and they freaking love it.
Yeah, I have a 2-seater in my office, and my dog often sleeps in that too.
I'm probably gonna try getting another dog next year. After the whole
But
thing.
you already
with
had 2.
No.
Well, my ex took her dog when she left.
Oh.
And then I tried a rescue, like kind of like not like a rescue from like a shelter, but like a lady that was like rehoming their shepherd.
Yeah.
And she
Happy
neglected.
birthday, Thomas.
She neglected to tell us that he has severe separation anxiety, and I tried working with him for a little over a month, and I couldn't deal with the literal shit that would happen because he'd work himself up so much. Like tried all sorts of supplements and talked to the vet and stuff. And luckily, I found a lady that works with dogs like that also had another shepherd, and they have somebody home all the time, and he's been doing great over there because, like, I couldn't even leave the house for more than an hour and a half without coming back to literally a poo tornado. Like, imagine he just, like, it was terrible.
Yeah. Next time you run into something like that, Tim, make sure you reach out to me.
Yeah, I could deal with if he cried and whined and howled because I could stick his crate in the garage here. We have a heated garage here, and you know, I can't hear him. But like, the poop was too much. Like, you know,
you ever see a hippopotamus? It's like a propeller blade, and it goes everywhere.
Oh man!
My
he would
Akita
stop
I
everywhere.
the Akita I had, his separation anxiety was it really showed up when he was crated. And nobody was home. And the problem was, at 150 pounds, he could literally bite through the crate.
Wow.
So the thing is, it wasn't an issue with the crate or house training because he wouldn't have accidents.
No. It was pure on separate. He only did it if there was nobody home.
Thank God you don't have a pet chimpanzee or something. A monkey starts throwing it at you, and you walk in the house.
The moment he was loose, he was fine for the most part.
So the thing is, like, I couldn't even leave him with my girlfriend without him freaking out because he would pace so badly. Like, I think something happened to him with like a girl or something because he strongly favored men. And like the only way she could get him to not freak out is she literally had to constantly be playing with him. And like I tried leaving him with Remo in the room. That didn't help. like tried leaving music on.
Worse if in the future, if you have a dog with separation anxiety, do not leave it in the same room with your animals that do not have separation anxiety, or they will pick it up.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, they learn the behavior.
Yeah, I mean, this guy here doesn't really. He like this dog. I could literally let anybody watch, and he would be perfectly fine. Like, look at this.
Yeah, I have a Shepherd Husky mix, and all that she does,
do you guys see what's here?
He's wearing a headset.
Oh.
And then there.
S1, and that's the Vox Lab Aquila I bought back in July, the X2, and then that's an Atom Stack laser. And then that's
Tim,
my dog.
Not this coming weekend, but next weekend, man. Maybe I'll have to take a ride out to TH3D Studios and spend a day just hanging out.
Let me know. Hey, Dingo Stick. He's not listening, but I bet if I touch the bag.
Stick? Sure.
Oh,
hang on. Oh, wait.
Tim.
Guys, 1 second, guys, 1 second. Thomas, have you got is COVID going around your house? I hope we're doing okay, guys.
Do you have a 400 by 400 heat bed? Not the bed, not the metal, but the actual heater.
Me?
Yes.
No. I mean, I'd see why you think I'd have random. I have a lot of random stuff, but no heaters. Okay, watch his reaction. I'm just gonna touch the bag of treats. Okay.
Yeah, dogs can get a dead sleep when they hear crackers or anything. It happens.
He is such a fat ass.
He heard the bag, and that's all it took.
He's very food motivated, Zolan. Can you tell?
Oh yes, which makes it easier to train.
Oh well, and he's already, dude. These dogs pick up on stuff so quick, it's insane. Like, I will probably keep with
Oh.
shepherds for a
So
while.
the shepherd that I was going to go to Puerto Rico to pick up, sadly became a hell no. It apparently attacked a dog, which showing dog aggression issues.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
no go.
I mean, luckily, like when Clara was around, she was like the alpha, and like every dog, including like other like dogs that are kind of like the alpha type, he just doesn't care. Like he's super easy on. Like
Rico,
it's funny because
the old man we had to put down a couple years ago, he was an alpha, but not aggressive about it. He was, all the other dogs would start scuffling or whatever else, and he would just walk in between and peel them off of each other, and there'd be no fights because he's out there moderating it without being aggressive.
Yeah.
In fact, he was weird. If another dog growled at him and turned the aggression towards him, he would get excited, and it was like other dogs growling. No, he thought it was like time to get it on, like Barry White time.
Hey, Ralph, how are you?
The more aggressive the other dog was, the more
wetter your leg got, right?
the more smooth jazz needed to be played.
That's funny. Oh my god. You would have that queued up and ready to go.
Jerry, it's not me. That's Jerry.
That's Jerry.
Yeah, I know. I had soundboards and stuff. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
That's a puppy.
Wreck-It Ralph. Hello. How are you?
We have the puppies that you see on the screen behind my little emoticon guy here, which are almost 4 weeks old. They'll be 4 weeks old tomorrow.
Wanna save one and bring it to Murph?
And here on the floor that I'm currently watching, which is why I'm the raccoon, we have 1 week old puppies.
Would you have any that are ready to go by
Build and squeakers?
If any of these are service dog prospects, one of them may be staying with us for a while. So I might be able, if my wife decides to not go to Murph, I may bring one with me.
I'm just saying. I mean, how big do those dogs get? Those are bigger dogs too, aren't they?
50 pounds on average.
Medium-sized white huskies, right?
They're a little bit bigger than your standard Siberian husky.
Yeah, they're
but they look even bigger than that though because of the fur.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to give you an idea, Remo's 95 pounds at 14 months. He's solid. Like he's.
Yeah, my Akita Ash was at one point he was 150 pounds.
Yeah,
with
those get big.
No body fat.
Yeah, no, those dogs. I know those dogs get big.
And if he liked you, it was awesome. And if he didn't like you, well,
it was not so awesome for you.
Oh no, actually, in public he would behave. He would not do anything at all. He would just give you the stink eye, and that's it. But if you were on our property, he'd eat you.
Yeah. So Enigma, Zolan was actually Zolan's wife, raises Samoyeds.
Samoyeds. That's what those little white fluff balls are down there.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Thomas Maker Viking. Happy birthday.
Yeah. So you're doing a stream tomorrow?
Me?
No, Thomas Maker Viking. I think he's going to do a long stream. A birthday stream for you.
Yep, birthday hangout stream tomorrow in about 18, 19 hours. Cool.
Yeah, cool.
I actually need to start streaming again soon, or I'm going to lose my affiliate.
I think this guy put a 0.2 or 0.3 nozzle in here.
On the printer?
Yeah, because I'm getting a lot of under extrusion. And
wait. So Tim's admitting his nozzle's a little too small?
This isn't my nozzle. This is someone else's nozzle.
I think you just did live.
I'm probably just gonna go run out to the shop and grab a new one because he was pretty cool. He was like, "Yeah, just take care of it." I was like, "Cool."
It's a Bowden fed. He could be partly clogged too.
No, I actually I replaced the tubing and the coupler and everything. So, but I thought when I was looking at it, because like he had a leak at one point, and cleaned off the block, I thought the nozzle diameter looked a little small, but it's like so hard to tell. you know.
At that size, it is very little.
Yeah.
Oh, Astro.
Yes.
You were holding up. Was it you that was holding up this weird looking like needle thing that had the grips on one side that you used to punch through?
Yeah. You never seen those they're technically acupuncture needles.
No. This is a 1.75 needle or something.
It's a piece of steel.
Oh, yeah.
Steel
G-Tech had those in their printers.
I
have
got
some
them from G-Tech, but I got them from, I think I got them for 10 log. So it's
Okay, 'cause I've decided I need one because
Oh, no.
the focus, when the nozzle clogs, it's impossible to fix otherwise.
Yeah, these are great.
Liam,
You just put it up and
Liam, you're frozen.
Oh, crap. Give me a second.
You're holding your mouse. Frozen.
Well, that's not what I'm really holding, but okay.
Well, we wouldn't be able to see that anyway.
Hey, it's about the same size.
Yeah, I know. Well, now, how do you know?
He talked to your wife.
Let me change cameras. So,
Tagalog.
change cameras. Okay, one second.
Oh, no. Are we leaking?
This is what you're referring to. This needle
Yes,
here.
those. Yes, one of those.
I got one of those with my 10 log printer, and I use it for every printer because it saves life. It saves time.
So you got it from another printer.
Yeah,
Damn
but
it.
you look for it. If you look, all you're looking for is 1.75 millimeter steel rod, right? You can find those on Amazon and stuff, I'm sure.
Orion, so the first nozzle clog I got on the Focus was because I printed about 3 kilograms of glitter filament.
Hey Tim, how you doing?
And the second nozzle clog was because I had silk filament loaded up and forgot that I heated the hot end up to 230 degrees because I was going to swap it out to PETG, and then left it overnight.
Oh, that'll cook it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it'll crystallize.
It crystallized the filament.
Yep.
That would do
Do
it.
I have any point? How do I not have any .4s in my bin? I've got .6s. I'm gonna have to go out to the shop.
Liam, could you spread what I put in private chat?
What you put in private chat?
His
My
Facebook
link
stuff.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I have a copper-plated one. We're gonna put that in there.
You don't have a CHT to put in there for him?
The what?
The new the nozzle that splits the filament.
Oh, I saw those. I gotta play with those.
They are
look
nice. I have one in one of my enders here, and it's amazing.
Yeah,
but I had to turn my flow rates down
Why?
because I was over extruding after swapping to that nozzle.
Oh, because it was melting it more efficiently.
Yep.
Yeah,
wish
I
I
had.
could-
Well, I found like because the one I'm putting is actually like the what we call the Easy Flow. It's a copper plated one, and I had to turn my temps down a little bit because the filament was coming out too hot, and it was.
Hey Orion, why do you need a 3D printer? How about you just shove off? I can print what I want to print. Damn it.
Hey Liam, why don't you make Dan big? We haven't talked to him at all. He's just been sitting there quietly waiting.
Sure. Good idea.
Fluff Dan up.
I'm doing
Yeah,
it.
before Dan speaks, I say I see you guys later. My eyes are hurting really badly.
5 minute German.
Have a great time,
Bye-bye.
Matt. German, have a good night. Love it. Take care. See you tomorrow.
Did you just
say love you?
I was just about to say.
Yes, he did.
That's what I was getting ready to say, but I stopped.
Wow.
I love you too, Jerry.
Jerry, you
Okay,
never
so
said that to
bromance.
me.
Yeah.
Wow. See how it is.
The Ryan's Enigma. I have 4 granddaughters. I print a lot of glitter filament.
Yeah.
Hey, Liam, you're on. We wanted Dan big, not you.
I know. It's not responding. Give me a second.
Press down the left mouse button, put it on his face, and drag it over.
Matt,
Jerry, again,
Jerry?
he knows it all. He already knows
Before.
this.
Well, yeah, I know he's flipping though. He's not. Ike is gone.
it's not responding. So give me a second. My machine is slow. It's bogged down.
Sounds like a personal problem.
That's a different problem. Did it switch this time?
Hey, Dan, how you
There we
doing?
go.
All right.
Oh,
What's been going on? I see lasers behind you set up. What's up?
Yeah, I had some things to do for the girls, my daughter's volleyball team, for the coaches and whatnot, because my 7th grade daughter's volleyball team has been kicking butt this year. This is the first time in the history of the school the 7th grade girls volleyball team has made it or won regionals and is going on to sectionals. And my daughter scored the winning point. So proud daddy moment there, bragging a little bit, you know.
Yeah, it was all over Facebook.
Yeah. I went a little nuts with that. I couldn't help it. It's a proud daddy moment. My daughter and the team kicked butt this year so far. Monday, well, she's playing 7th and 8th grade, so she's got to play. She's got an 8th grade game coming up on Saturday. And if they win there, then they move forward in the tournament for regionals for 8th grade. And if they win Saturday, they got 2 more games to play. If they win the next game, then they play the last game. But you know, at some point, if they get knocked out, then they don't make it to. They don't win regionals. But 7th grade already did. So Monday, we have to drive like an hour and a half to the first game for sectionals. So,
Dan and other people with lasers, make sure to check out your dollar stores, or I'm sorry, the $1.25 stores, because they're no longer dollar stores. Mine in Shawnee, Oklahoma, has a whole bunch of wood things that are blank. So like little tiny boxes, the placards, all different kinds.
Spoons, cutting board, mirrors, glass, there's tons of things.
No, this is not normal for mine. Mine is like, it was like I walked into a Hobby Lobby.
Picture frames, a lot of picture frames too. 5x7, 8x10s.
Orion's Enigma is just wanting to remind everyone that I married a hottie. Yes, thank you, Orion. I get reminded often that I punched up big time.
Okay. Being that I will be seeing her in a couple months, I'm just gonna, I don't want to get punched.
It ain't me either, man. My wife is violent. She's sweet, but she's violent. So
I remember the flip flop.
Hey, if you're married for a long time, you get over it and you appreciate the comments. You don't get violent no more. That's just when you're young and you're in your 20s and you're afraid you're.
When you're worried that somebody's going to steal it.
Excuse me. How many times has Betty come in there and smacked the back of your head?
Yeah, we'll grab my neck. Yeah.
And Zach has been joining people's streams and pretending he's actually sitting in your little workspace.
Yeah, he's got your backdrop.
Yeah.
So I've been joking with him. I says, having the backdrop is fine as long as Sam doesn't walk through that door. You're okay.
Oh yeah, no, there's no having a backup, because if she don't, if that whoever the backup is don't get wise and run, Sam will make sure she runs. There's no backups for me.
No, I don't think anybody said backup.
I said backdrop. I said.
Oh, back off.
Backdrop.
He took a screenshot of your background when you weren't there.
Yeah. There are several people in the community who now hang out in my office when I'm not here.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm sure if you look around or ask around, you might be able to find the image of my office minus me, and then you can then make yourself come hang out here as well.
Oh, and he just froze up. Now he's back.
Who?
Dan's internet glitched for a moment.
Oh, I'm just looking for something. Looking at another screen.
So what projects are you working on, Dan?
Huh?
What projects are you working on?
What projects am I working on? That's a
where I'm from.
Viking Mini.
So we are announcing those now?
Viking Mini. Well, considering at 2.5 hours ago, you were supposed to put it up on Twitter. Yeah.
Okay, dude, I got home 2 hours ago and just started printing it, so I didn't know.
I know, me too. But they were saying that they wanted to do it at actually 3.5 hours ago at 6 o'clock Eastern, because that's midnight Viking time, is when everybody was supposed to flood Twitter. But I was like, guys, I'm not getting home until like 4:30, which is 5:30 Eastern time.
Okay.
So
Orion?
I'll be printing them and put them up when they're done. So I decided that I needed to get the sponsored bear build up and running. So the bear is right there. It's currently printing one. I have Moses over there printing one. I've got the ANET down here that is printing a 200% in the Jesse Blood Red glitter or light glitter. And then the Voron over here, which is printing it in the neon green that came in the Jesse box this month. So
if you're affiliated to it, you can actually do 1080.
Yeah.
Here.
But StreamYard is locked to 720 unless you pay even more money.
Yeah, they have a tier. You have a
$25 a month or $49 a month if you're paying monthly.
Yep.
What happened with Dan's connection? It just went down.
It hits his Wi-Fi.
We'll bring him back up later on when he comes back in.
So what's with the James Webb? Oh, I got to start printing that. I have a STL for the James Webb Telescope.
Is it in pieces or a single part?
It's the pieces one. It actually prints out towards like a little bit bigger than one of those foldable TV tray tables.
Okay. Cool.
I have to go pick up the Mylar so I can make the sale.
Yeah, I have Mylar. I have gold Mylar.
Well, it's got to be silver. James Webb uses silver.
Mine is both. The Mylar I have is double-sided because I when I'm doing astronomy stuff outside during this day when it's sunny, when the sun is shining, I wrap my electronics with the Mylar because gold reflects infrared better than silver does. So that's why stuff is up there is gold wrap.
Smarter Every Day. I don't know how many of you watch him on YouTube. Turns out his father actually worked on the James Webb Telescope.
Sweet.
And the video he just released today, I actually linked it to Bruminate earlier.
Hey, Ben.
He is actually he's able to finally release the video of him explaining what his father did in front of the actual foil parts, the Kapton that has been covered in silver. His father helped measure all that stuff and whatever else.
Cool.
It's a cool video. One thing I didn't know, apparently the shield has a whole bunch of little tiny holes, and they had to put the holes in there because during launch, the air pressure changes would have shredded them. The holes made it so that way the air had someplace to go.
That's possible. Yeah. I didn't know that, so. But yeah, I would see that happening.
Liam didn't know something?
Yeah.
Guys, I gotta bounce out for a bit. I'll talk to you guys later. If you're still on in a little while, I'll come back.
We'll be here about
have a great day.
minutes is all.
Be safe, Dan.
Okay. Bye,
Take
guys.
care.
We might jump over into Chris Perillo's stream.
What about the laser?
No, I said we might jump over into Chris Perillo's stream.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Bye. Man, he couldn't hear a word that we were saying.
And my video went black, didn't it?
It just did.
Yeah, I'm trying to damn camera.
Yeah, so there you go, Bruminate. It's not just you who having technical issues.
Well, no, I'm messing with things in the background, but
yeah, he was messing with things too, and yeah, it was weird.
It was a disaster, what it was.
Well, I haven't seen what James Webb looked like before launch, but I've seen some of the other stuff. Like I've seen some of the Mars rovers prior to launch.
Yep.
And so on, in the clean
Well,
room.
in this one, it's just his father worked on just the shield. So
Okay.
it's the lab environment that they're in. It is the shield spread out with the cutout in the middle, and it basically they're explaining how they use the different laser stuff to actually do the measurements and everything. It's really cool, to me. I thought it was cool.
I hadn't seen that. I'll probably go look that up because as you know, I'm into all that kind of stuff. But I've actually spoken with some of the scientists who are involved in the space probe, and some guys who are working on it today, right? I'm trying to arrange. The timing is bad right now because we're all busy, but I'm trying to get one of them to come on and do a talk from my astronomy club, a virtual remote over over WebEx or something. We do a talk because I often get those guys to come in and do talks from my club because I can get their email addresses and I can reach out to them through NASA. So like we've had the guys who designed the X2 Hall Ion Drive they're doing it with NASA, but they're at University of Michigan.
Orion's Enigma, if you don't like the video that much, you can always go somewhere else. Last 10 minutes has been nothing but bitching about the quality of the video. Sorry.
Wow. I switched to my laptop camera. That's old. That's not very good. My main camera went down, and I'll have to try and get it restarted in a second. Let me give it a try.
I'm about to get fucking moody. Sorry.
Yeah, my camera is down. Let me try and get it restarted. I tried a while
your
ago.
camera's working right now. Oh, the other camera.
Well, my main camera is better, and
right.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why it's playing up like this because it never used to in the past.
Do you have any browser sources running?
I do have a few because the drop game and so on. And I know they're not helping it. They're slowing down the machine again. But
yeah, I've been having, ever since the latest update to OBS, I've been having some major performance issues with it.
I understand. I'm just trying to get this working if I can. No, see, I don't want to restart it because if I unplug and replug, my whole USB bus resets, and that means everything goes offline.
Ouch!
All of my USB buses go offline. Yeah.
Ouch!
So I don't want to unplug and replug because it'll reset my USB bus. So I'll just go with what I have.
Is it a powered hub?
It's a powered hub, yeah.
Interesting.
So
okay, so not that idea.
I leave it for we're only going to be on for another 20 minutes anyway, so I can leave it as it is. I need it. I don't know. I'm getting really annoyed with the setup. So
yeah, my OBS, even if I stream straight from OBS to Twitch right now, I am only getting like 23, 24 frames a second, even though I have it set to 30. It can never get up to the full 30.
No, that's weird.
And that system has more than enough power for it, so I don't know what changed in OBS.
Well, I know mine is underpowered, right? My CPU, it says my CPU is running low. It's only running at 11% or 12%, but everything is slow and glitchy. So I'm guessing it's a memory issue.
When you launch OBS, are you launching it as an administrator?
I forgot to do that tonight. That could be it. I might try it again. I'll try it as admin. I could try that now. No, I can't. Oh no, I could. I could try that now because it's only using virtual camera. My camera's going to go off for a second, guys.
No, we're going to miss you.
No, you won't. Let me try shut it down and restart it as admin. See if it makes a difference. 1 second.
Yeah, I hate that OBS's response to having frame rate issues and everything else lately has been, have you run it as administrator? It's like, I should not be needing to give applications full admin rights to run.
So
that's just wrong.
Remind me later. I don't want to update right now. I'll try to.
Ruminator, 3D printer. You can make cool stuff like this.
Oh, look at that! That is really neat.
It's a wireframe. It's a rainbow color. And I went on Amazon, bought some eyes, and glued them in.
Oh wow!
So
that's
cool. I've got like hundreds and hundreds of things around me in other rooms. Just kind of went, crazy with it.
Okay, it's running as admin right now.
I've been seeing your shelves back there looking at some of those things.
Yeah, I got resin printers, lasers, CNC. I got all kinds.
And my video is now going to go to Potato.
I'm retired here in Vegas. I have nothing but time.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, I'm not retired. I don't think I'll ever retire.
So your video does actually look a little bit better now.
Well, it's saying I'm actually streaming now at 57 frames per second.
Okay.
So now 60. So I'm getting the speed, but it's a bad camera. And if I can't get the other camera working, let's see. We've got 15 minutes. Does anybody want to come in for the last 15 minutes before we actually get ready to raid over to? I'll probably raid Chris. at this hour of the night. There's not many people who are online, but Chris streams really late.
Okay, I keep hearing that. What is a raid? What is that?
Okay, a raid is anybody who's in chat in Twitch, and it only works for Twitch. But anyone who's in chat in Twitch, I can do /raid and their channel name. And what it'll do is it'll take the members of my channel, those who have been active in chat, and drag them over, and we'll go over into into somebody else's stream. But I bring my members all across with me.
Also, it just drops all of your chatters in there.
Brings all my members, brings them across. It's bugs great. It's that too, Ben. But it takes all of my chat members and brings them across in to someone else's stream.
When Ruminator, when you're streaming online and you get more people here in the next couple of days, and you see a raid come in on your Twitch stream, it'll say it's a raid. That's another channel like Zolan or me dropping in with everybody. Then we'll start saying hi to you. You go, yeah, hey, hi, how's it going, everybody? And,
Oh, okay.
Anyway. Yeah. So, Orion Ziegler says he sees the big Paul behind you as well.
SPC 3D, hello.
So yeah, it is. So that's what a raid does. You're basically taking your membership, and it's good when you're going from people who have similar streams like makers and so on. You're bringing your members over, and you're introducing them to the new person into their stream, and they can have more people to follow by doing that.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, check that out.
Big alien. And for those people that it offends, I always say he's pointing to the sky, because on his planet, that's the finger he uses. And for everybody else, he's flipping you off. So
I'm gonna
Paul Alien from the movie.
And he's only got 4 fingers, not 5. So
yeah, 4 fingers. Paul Alien has 4 fingers. He's got 4 toes, and we have a puppy. So the alien's competing with the puppy.
Oh, that's a tough comparison. Who the guys have to choose? Who do you want to see, puppy or alien?
Neither. I'm leaving. You have a good evening. I'll talk at you all later.
Have a good night.
Take care.
Let's see.
So we're only going to be around for another 15 minutes anyway, or so, because I think Chris Priller's already alive. We'll go over and we'll raid Chris.
Alrighty.
You just can't cut off Jerry's hands. You can't talk. There must be a bit of a Jerry's his German background, but I think there's a bit of Italian in there because
I don't know. I talk a lot. I use my hands, so I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do the raid in about 15 minutes. We'll do the raid. We'll do Yes, sir.
So when you do this raid, like we're sitting here right now, does it automatically take me over and put me in the chat?
No,
we're
in StreamYard. We'll talk about that in a second.
Only
so we're in StreamYard. If you still have Twitch open in the background and you're still on the channel in Twitch, but it's muted. Or the volume's all the way down, right? When I do the raid, it will bring you over with the raid.
I'll be in that chat channel there.
Sorry?
I'll be in that chat, in the chat thing there.
Yes. You will be if you're already in my...
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah.
So just before we do the raid, what you can do is go back into my Twitch, say hi in chat, just say hi and stop at that. So when I do the raid, you get pulled across with the raid.
And then you mute your volume so we don't hear feedback. And then when Liam raids over, you and everybody else in chat will go. Then Liam will say goodbye to us and end the stream.
Okay, let me go.
For several seconds. Hey, Bionic. For several seconds, you can still hear your StreamYard audio.
Hey, Cam, hi in chat.
Oh, yeah. During the raid, you can hear the audio crossover. Yes.
Yeah. When I stream, and everybody jumps over when I do a raid. I'm usually not there fast enough to hear them say, "Hey Jerry, how you doing?" So I try to have another window already open to that channel. That way I can jump straight over.
Yeah.
Because the guy streaming won't jump. He has to have another window open with that channel running. That way he can pop in and say hi.
I don't want to be there for when the raid happens because Chris will always say hi and he'll do shout outs or whatever. And because it's my channel, my chat will automatically move over. Then I'll go jump into his stream and afterwards. But and that works fine for me.
When you do a shout out to another channel, it's ! space SO at username, whoever it may be, like Buzz Zolan or Astro or whoever.
Yeah, there's no space. It's just ! SO No space, and then space the username.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no space after.
That's the username. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, the goblin's getting there. Let me grab
Okay,
it.
so I just opened your
I saw
channel,
that.
typed hello. So when you raid,
Your Twitch channel will be moved over. You'll still be in here with me, and I'll shut it down. The goblin
It'll be
looks great.
automatic.
Need to do a lot of sanding on it. I got a few layer lines here and there. I'm gonna go buy some filler primer tomorrow at Walmart. I priced on Amazon. I can get a lot cheaper at Walmart, so I go buy some. It's got a lot of sanding and work to do on it. So
Yeah, I was just dragging Jerry over. Yeah, they look great. You should share photographs of it with Shannon.
yeah, she's still in Malibu.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Yeah, I messaged her this morning wondering about the colors. Because she bought a couple different colors of green paint, and one she prefers over the other. So before I go out and waste money buying a couple different colors, I want to know which one she likes the best, so I can go buy it, so I don't waste money.
Ben, on that one, they haven't given me the design file yet, and they said they're going to do it. So I want to hold off to see if they actually do their part. If they don't, then I will get a bit more pushy with them about getting their design file.
The STL would work. You can mod an STL.
You can, but if you have a design file, you can just move walls around.
He has no problem. He can design, take an STL and fix it. Wham, bam, done.
Yeah, but I need to make sure it fits with the other part as well, where the main board goes. So there's two pieces involved in this, just not one.
I'm going to print them out tomorrow the way they are, and I'll make them work. If I got to do a little cutting or shaving, I'll just make it work. I'm not going to wait on them to eventually send me the files.
You can't cut out the walls. You're taking away too much of it.
Well, I'm not going to. I'm going to print them as is, take my power supply, because I understand you can tell me online or in a PM that it don't work. I need to see it in front of me. So I'll print it out, I'll see what's wrong, and then I'll figure out how I can mod it.
All right. Well, I've been working on the ender conversion, and I've been printing the brackets to do wall mounts for my filament. This is the rep cord bracket design. So I've been doing those and the receiver. So this gets mounted to the wall. This gets slotted into that. It's turned the right way. And then you have pipes through here, and you sit your filament on it. Can you mod it? I don't know. Can you, I think you can. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe. No. Yes, the same design that you printed.
Yeah, Tim, I was worried when you were up on that ladder last week working on that top shelf. I'm thinking, man, if he slips, he's going to grab that conduit and he's going to pull it all down.
Yeah.
But you didn't, thank God.
And Tim had a stream without injury. Like that's rare. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
So that is the plan, and all going well. We'll do part 2 of the belt printer this coming weekend. They're pretty steady on ladders. And then the following week, we'll finish off the belt printer, all going well, except for the firmware. And I'm going to work on the firmware offline separately, because I'm going to try and build my own firmware separately for that and see if I can get it working.
Okay.
Give me just a second, okay? Hold on. Guys, I was gonna hang around for the hold on, let me
well, when you...
No, hold on. Okay. I'm not gonna get to hang around to experience the what do you call it?
The raid.
That, yes. I've got a nephew calling me and I've got to take the phone. Look, thanks for letting me hang out though. I really appreciate it.
Very nice meeting you.
You as well.
You have a great night, and I hope a lot of people went over and subbed to your channel on Twitch.
I'll have to go figure out how to check that out. But
I'll shout that. I'll shout it out again right now.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the help.
Yep, take care.
Take care, guys. All right, so let's get the raid ready. I need to stand up and do this. We'll go.
Here we go, everybody. Please go to Twitch and follow Bruminator. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. So, okay, let me just get up the raid set up. Oh,
Thank you, everybody, for joining in and watching and putting up with me and Liam and everyone else. I really appreciate it. You guys are all awesome. Thank you for the follows, the subs. You know, Liam really appreciates it. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a great evening. And I'll be on when I'm on again. I don't know. I'm on Saturday for sure at 1 p.m. Pacific, but I might go live tomorrow. I don't know yet.
And as you all, as some of you have now realized, Jerry is my PR person. He does all my.
Yeah, I plug everybody. I plug me, him, them. So anyway, here we're going to do it right now. So I think.
Yeah, so we're going to set up a raid, and I'm going to start the raid, and let's get it ready. And thank you for hanging out with us, guys. And I hope to see you. Remember, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Astropreneur. Following costs nothing, and we have 14 people ready to come across. So let's get this. Let's wait for it to be saying ready to raid. It's doing its countdown, and here we go. So thank you guys, and I will see you over at Chris Perillo's stream. And if not, I will see you whenever we go live, and I'll definitely see you for the weekend for the next build. Thank you guys. Take care. Is it going? Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, jump. Yeah, we're good. You can hit end stream now.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, Zolan's getting all bent out of shape and being an ass with Orion's Enigma, so I'm glad he finally just left.